live.
Hello, welcome to the Pocket Dragon Pub, where we are about to have a ball today. We're playing Good
Yay!
Society, and every good society needs, well, people in that society. So, if we could introduce our cast of Baton today. Let's start with Vixie.
Hey everybody, my name is VixieBelle and I'm your friendly neighborhood player today at the Pocket Dragon Pub where you usually find me. And tonight I am playing Roxanne Devereaux, a new money cornerstone role young lady out on the marriage market who needs to get married and soon or she's gonna end up a spinster. Ooh. And I'm going to popcorn it over to one of the newest people at our table, the other new person aside from the wonderful Tadhana Joy. Welcome. Uh, RoyerDestroyer, I want to hear all about you and your character.
Hello, everybody. I am Emily, new to the Pocket Dragon Pub. Very excited. And this evening, I will be playing the Right Honourable Baroness, Lady Imogen Ravenhurst. Hopefully, for the final time, securing a good match for my rebellious younger sister. It's a struggle, it really is. Why don't we turn things over to Ronin?
Hi, I'm Graphical Ronin. You can usually find me bouncing around the internet somewhere as some version of Graphical Ronin. Today I'm playing Reginald Withers, who is, for all intents and purposes, the patriarch of House. I guess he would be a lord at this point. He is here. He is here to find a match for his clueless nephew, Tobias. I'm gonna popcorn it over to Blackwell.
Hey everyone, how y'all doing? My name is Blackwell, your everyman in the TTRPG D&D verse here on the interwebs. I will be playing as Typhon Mantra Man, who is trying to abscond with his secret lover. Unfortunately, his family's kind of just like, but what about this person? He's like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to say no. Someone please help. Lover, please save me.
This is going to be so good. I'm so excited.
And your lover will save you. But
I think I will send it back to our lovely DM.
hello, I'm Tadhana Joy, and I am going to be playing literally everyone else. Oh, except for not really, because there are going to be some connections that our fellow players are going to be playing. That'll be revealed as we
Oh.
The Duchess. I will be playing a cousin, a fiance,
I think we are having a technical issue. Give me just a moment. Yep. Oh, there you are.
hello,
Your
I'm
internet's back.
sorry.
Your internet
Ah!
is questionable at the moment, so.
Okay. Well, anyways, are we all ready to get acquainted with all these suitors and at a wonderful ball? All right.
Yes, I am so ready. Let's go.
Let's see what shenanigans we can get into.
Let's go.
If you're referring to the incident with the dragon,
We're on.
I was barely involved.
All right. Our characters find themselves maybe a day ago no, maybe a week ago, having a letter delivered to their doorstep with an invitation to a what's called with an invitation to Dowager Duchess Cassia's estate, a garden soiree, an evening party for the entire town to come and gather, well, and also perhaps find the match that they deserve. It is the beginning. No, it is right in the middle of the marriage mark, which means we are already in full swing. People should have already made their connections, but I don't think not all your characters have, at least not connections that are acceptable for your place in society. So, this grand garden party, this garden soiree, might actually be one of the last chances, last big balls to meet your match. So, it is the night of the party. Everyone is arriving in carriages, everyone is dressed to the nines. And as you all enter Lady Cassia's estate, first of all, one thing that you guys might notice is the abundance of roses at this garden party. It is twilight, evening is coming on, but sunset has brought beautiful arrays of pinks and blues in the sky to complement these lovely, gorgeous roses in full bloom, perfectly manicured. There is a myriad of places in this garden to socialize and have a really great time. There is, of course, libations, lemonades, and iced teas, and tiny little crumpets, and little sandwiches to get your eat on. It's never enough, but it is provided. There is also a gorgeous, beautiful dance floor where people can where lovely gentlemen can ask for a lady's hand or a lady's dance. Of course, though, it is very important that you make sure you are asking the right lady for her dance, lest you be caught with some rumors swirling around. As we all know, as all of our players know, Regency era is filled with tiny little moments that the town will remember and society will react to you. And you may even get a reputation based on the actions that you go through. So, and also, that's also not to forget, there's also a garden maze here on the estate where one might have a small kind of like private private rendezvous with certain people.
Do you mean unchaperoned?
Unchaperoned. Oh my god.
The scandal.
However, so we're gonna start with our characters and how you guys arrive and what you guys are wearing as you all arrive to the grand garden soiree. So we're gonna start with Emily. Please tell me, introduce your character.
Imogen, coming from very old money, probably one of the older lines in the country. She comes in one of the finest of the carriages, escorting her younger sister. She is short. We're just going to get it out of the way right now. Dark hair pinned up very elegantly, a few soft curls just falling just so. In a definitely not matching the fashion, but definitely eye-catching, a very lovely sort of crimson red gown and an overgown, much like the Italian style, because top of the line fashion. Her younger sister is in a much more fashionably pastel green frock, hates it, obviously. Imogen is just delighted to be there. She's, oh yes, darling, I haven't seen you since last fall. Oh, how is your mother doing? Really? Did you hear about so-and-so? I know. Can you believe it? She's having the time of her life.
Amazing. Perfect. As we look across maybe towards the libations, and where you can see little have your tiny crumpets and little sandwiches, and also maybe get a drink or two. Ronin, maybe your character's there. And what does your character look like? And what are they doing as they are?
Reginald is he's not overly tall. He's about 5'10", 5'11". He has dark hair and green eyes. He is wearing his finest attire. He's been spending a lot of time grabbing alcohol off of trays as they pass, trying to deal with the mental stress of dealing with his nephew, Tobias, who is wiry, ungainly tall, and he's had to visibly rein his nephew in a few times, tuck his shirt back in, like make sure his hair is not insane. He's been trying to usher him out to the dance floor a few times. A few times he's had to put his hand on his shoulder and shake his head no for this one or that one.
Oh, really, Uncle? Do I have to wear the stuffy collar? I hate it so much.
Yes, you have to. You can be a gentleman for one night.
Uncle, I don't think I'm cut out for the life of a gentleman, please. Can't I go?
Listen, none of us are cut out for it. We have to learn to do it as we grow, and I am not going to be responsible for you for the rest of my life.
Well, you don't have to be. I'm going to be an artist.
I'm sure you believe that, and I'm glad that you are pursuing your dreams. But we need something a little more concrete for you. We need to set your future in stone.
What about that girl over there? It can be any girl, right?
No.
You see there's a girl out there kind of looking very scared and concerned about all the people coming in. And then she drops her dance card on the floor, and then she kind of trips on it. And you're just like, that
she
one,
tripped
right?
on it.
She kind of on her dress a little bit. She's like, oh no.
Reginald thinks about that one for a long time, and he goes, keep that one in mind if the night's almost over.
Uncle, I don't think I'm going to be very successful tonight, honestly. Besides,
Well,
you've never married, and you're perfectly fine. I don't understand.
I don't have to marry because I have inherited the family fortune.
As you say, I don't have to marry. Vixie, your character, walks in. What are they wearing? What do they look like? I will take over the cousin. I will take over the nephew for you.
We're not gonna make Vixie
Turn away
talk
from the
to herself.
cousin and over to my actual character.
This is you.
I couldn't resist because it's Ronin.
Yeah, what is your as Ronin says? I don't have to marry. I've inherited the estate. You.
Yes, a lovely young lady with raven hair, all done up, and kind of secured with little pearl barrettes, sort of towards the back. It's a faux crown. It's not really a crown. She's not trying to pretend to be nobility, but it is something to make her hair look pretty and sparkly. With a lovely kind of pearl collar and a light blue sort of jacket with flowers that are are fabric manipulated, like the shirt I'm wearing, basically. Over a light blue gown. The evening gown walks in alongside her aunt and her cousin, who are far more ostentatiously dressed than she. Her cousin clearly has spent some time at the Modiste, certainly more than she has. But she's still very much done up to be pretty, to appear appealing at the ball. And she seems she seems to look around to kind of gauge these gauge the setting, who's here, kind of a thing. Like, all right, who's here? What are we doing? How's this going? So yeah, that's her. And yeah, that is our introduction to Roxanne Devereaux.
Tobias, your Ronin, your cousin, Reginald's, sorry, not cousin, a nephew. Your nephew immediately looks at Roxanne's cousin, who is like impossible to not notice, to be honest. Like, I think she's wearing something like bright pink, and like ostentatious and like also kind of like feathery and like big. It's impossible to not notice her. So he immediately goes, I need to go. I'm gonna go.
You stay right where you are.
Okay. And he's like, sandwiches. I will eat sandwiches.
And her anxiety eating the little sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he turns away, anxiety eats the sandwiches as Ronin.
Not the ones with the mustard.
Bollocks. I'm not. But what's it called? Reginald and Roxanne, you two, your eyes lock. You guys go up to each other? You guys talk to each other? What do you guys do?
I think Roxanne sees Reginald, and her hand sort of subconsciously moves to the dance card that's sort of looped around her wrist. It's a much more graceful and subtle movement than the other girl who like straight up like fell on it pretty much earlier. She like kind of glances at him and then walks in the opposite direction towards where her aunt is going. Because her aunt clearly is walking with a purpose. She has somewhere to go, somewhere to be, and she must be caught up in that current at the moment.
As your aunt walks away and you walk in another completely opposite direction, Blackwell, your character is just arriving. What does your character look like? How do they walk in?
To verify something real quick, what's the tallest someone can be in this world?
Okay, but like in classic romance novels, like 6'5" is probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6'5". Yeah, we're going that.
Okay, cool. So he's like 6'7", 6'8" off rip. So he's 6'7". What you see is this 6'7", 6'8" man dressed in like all black.
So he's from Scotland. Got it.
He's dressed in all black, like black trousers, black shoes, black belt, black overcoat. The thing that stands out though is this forest green vest. It very much stands out. It has this very floral tree-like pattern, almost as if you're looking at a forest. The way that he walks, it's very with a purpose. But if you're paying attention ever so closely, he's not trying to make direct eye contact with anyone. It's kind of like he's in the room trying to not be seen, almost as if he's trying to blend into the crowd.
If I hold very still, no one will see me.
But it's very difficult when you're like 6'7", 6'8", and you're this burly man. Like, this is not a skinny man. This is like, this dude has muscle. Like, he is very much if he needs to run, he's gone. If he needs to climb, he's climbing. If he needs to bust a move on the dance floor, strangely enough, he's light on his feet.
Is it bad that I'm like mentally going through all of my large print romance novels that I own to figure out which man you're talking about? Like on the cover, like, which Samuel reference is he?
And to add a little bit more detail to him, brown skin as always. He has locks that are tied up in the back, has some jewels like clapped on into them, deep brown eyes that you can just get lost in. And every now and then when you see him smile, it's just like there's this warmth. His smile can never not make someone warm.
As you say that, like the description of big brown eyes and the warmth you can give to somebody. That girl who had dropped her dance card earlier, she has recovered. She is upright. And you see that when you walk in, even though you're trying to not be noticed, people can't help but notice you, unfortunately. As she kind of like grabs her, like her hands are shaking. She's this girl who's kind of like has a middle part in her hair is kind of up. She's like dressed okay. She's dressed all right. She's the definition of mid. But she's like trying so hard. She's trying so hard.
On a scale of 1 to 10, she's like a 5.
Right,
She's
no,
a solid
right
5.
down the middle.
As she walks up to you, she says, "Hi, hello.
Oh, hello.
I
Are you all right? Is everything okay?
I love your vest."
Oh, thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
Okay.
You seem nervous. Oh, okay then.
I have noticed you at other balls before, and it is great to see you here.
It's great to see you too. Has anyone caught your fancy yet? I know it's been difficult for you to find someone who understands you.
I think I am on my way. And you see immediately she's like this.
I think he notices that and he takes like a step back, like that noticeable step back of all right. You have is it that gentleman over there? He will point to a random like dude that is probably going.
He points to Tobias, who is still like kind of like
Reginald will do that thing where he puts his arm out and slides Tobias behind him, but it's not working because he's got like a good foot.
Oh no!
It's that moment where he just pauses and he sees that and he just kind of retracts his arm and it says maybe that individual over there.
You point to another person and it is a man who is kind of like perfectly coiffed hair, very like perfect skin, just the tiniest bit of like little bit of blush just so that he looks alive, a little bit of mascara so that you know he has like lashes, and he has like a giant peacock feather like tucked.
Oh my god!
Like tucked in his where his handkerchief should be. He has like a peacock feather that's going like this, and he's like, oh,
That guy won the soiree.
He just goes,
Nice enough, bit of a peacock.
he's looking at all like he's like looking at people like serving like hors d'oeuvres, and he goes, ugh, I hate you, terrible. And like the person, the lady that you're talking to, Blackwell, is just kind of like, I like my sort a little bit less ostentatious.
He's a little loud, just a little.
Yes, I like. Yes. Then she's like turns and she's about to like say more about what she likes, who she likes, and it's gonna be inevitably about you. She's like, I love people who wear green.
Big brown eyes that I could get lost in.
You know how you give that? You know how you just smile and nod, and you slowly start shuffling away until you're a good distance, and you hit them with the, "Oh, there is something I need to go take care of. You have a lovely time." That is what he's doing.
I
He's
left
doing
my
that.
carriage running. Gotta go.
I feel like as like he knows where this conversation is going, and he can just feel like a double sets of eyes on him, and it's just like, oh no, I need to go right now. Like he's learning the art of dip right now.
The time-honored tradition of get.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm actually going to
Jesus.
use one of my resolve tokens for on. I have 3, so I'm going to use it on. What's it called? Ooh, Imogen.
Ooh, and for the purposes of our audience, how do resolve tokens work?
So resolve tokens work by basically compelling another character and putting it out there that you would like a scene to happen. It doesn't always have to happen. People can reject the resolve token. The person you offer it to can reject the resolve token, and that's fine, and the scene moves on. But a resolve token is basically, I would like you to do something. I would like to see drama happen. The person who says, yes, the drama is happening, will take that resolve token, add it to their pool, and then they can use that whenever they'd like to. So I'm going to use my one resolve token on Imogen. Imogen, the object of your affection has arrived. You want that object of affection. So I'm going to offer my resolve token for you to start a conversation with them.
I'm going to take that. Where do I put that? I put it under my resolve tokens because I'm going to take that.
Yes.
I will see this. I have pushed my sister off into a conversation with someone, or she's escaped me. God only knows what at this point. I'm
she's
going to
absconded off somewhere, like snacking on food.
She probably grabbed one of the stable boys and is going to go try to do something. God only knows. Whatever. I see this coming from across the way, and I'm like, oh. Imogen's going to, schmooze her way across the floor. Oh, yes, how are you? Oh, lovely. Look at that frock. Interesting choice of feathers. I would have never thought of them in that color. Bold choice of money. Miss Matilda, I haven't seen you since last fall. Oh, darling, you've dropped your dance card again. Oh, really? A better pair of gloves will help you hold on to those, darling. I can recommend a modiste if you have it in this year's allowance.
I do this time.
Wonderful. Here, I will make sure that my butler gets a hold of your people. You will look wonderful in her colors. Trust me. Oh, you would love this. You see Miss Susanna over there. She could tell you all about it. Oh, Miss Susanna, Miss Matilda has a wonderful conversation about your headpiece. Yeah, she's right over there, darling.
There are so many different kinds of feathers.
Oh, it's so right. Go. You need to see them up close and look at the jewels in there. Go right on. Tell her I send my best.
I will. Thank you.
You could not have looked more uncomfortable if you tried, darling.
I did try.
She's just very persistent.
I've noticed. I haven't seen you since last summer either. How are you faring?
Same as always. Same thing. Different day. Same expectations from my family.
Mm-hmm.
Same old going below their expectations. And yet here we are again at another ball. God, why is it so loud in here? Why is it so bright?
Because it's spring. By the way, how is your sister's nose? Did it ever heal up properly, or?
No.
Good.
She's probably, but she will find a way. She'll secure her man. I hope, so I don't have to see her again. There'll be a lot quieter in the house when she's gone.
It was good target practice anyway.
It's kind of hard to miss.
I like the vest. Is that new?
Yes, it is. My friend Roy picked it out for me.
Oh, how is he doing? I haven't heard from him in ages.
Stuck in the study, as always, trying to figure out. Always talking about some form of invention, like something about an engine, maybe. I don't know, something like that, or automatic lights. He said, like we don't have to carry around flames anymore.
All right, Magic Man, very fun that one. But,
he's good to talk to. Like he helps me stay out of my head. I don't know if he's coming here though. He said he would, just to peruse around, to, as he said, settle down, which, okay, that's new for him.
It's not worth it, honestly.
How so?
You see how poorly each of my matches went. It's not worth it at this point. No. You get to come to all of these parties, and no one ever gives you much more than a cross look. You get to know all the gossip. It's very fun.
What have you learned this time?
Well, other than that poor thing looking like she's going to shake right apart like a leaf, like a tree at the end of autumn. Dreadful thing. Delphine has obviously escaped off to somewhere.
Ah,
I learned there's some new socialite. I never caught her name. She made quite the spectacle of herself at the Duchess's last ball. Apparently got into very poor graces.
what happened?
That's what I'm here to find out. You know me, I love a good story.
You're usually the one creating the stories.
Still a good story. But perhaps we can share a story later if you have time for a dance.
Eyebrow.
He's looking at the card. He smiles as he takes it and says, "Why not? Just play nice."
It looks good for the crowd. And she take her card back and very gently kind of, teasing back with the fan. I will see you around. Try not to hide in too many dark shadows for the night. And oh yes, how are you, darling? I know you look wonderful, don't you?
And there she goes.
Good day, yeah.
It's gonna be a long day. As he sees a guy come by with a tray of like refreshments, he just takes the tray.
All of them, thank you.
As you
you catch Reginald's eye long enough to get a kindred look, and he just kind of lifts his glass up a little bit.
He lifts his glass towards some of, but more so, not even the glass. He lifts the tray of. It's that feeling of we here, we're here.
As you kind of like lift the tray, you take the libations you clearly need. A hand appears, and it is someone with really deep dark skin. Someone who is wearing kind of like similar to the shade of green that you are, except much bolder, more emerald than kind of like mossy green. You see that there are like vines up and down her bodice. You see titties out. She is not afraid of these titties.
Oh God, in this era too. Woo!
She is corseted up. She is snatched in that waist. As she kind of like dances on top of like the myriad of like the number of kind of glasses you have is numerous, but she like dances on them and like picks one out for herself. And she doesn't look at you. She just kind of like takes it as if you're like help almost. And she kind of looks and she doesn't look at you, but she kind of like talks to you and says, well, Imogen looks fair still. Are you enjoying this ball so far?
Is that a hint of jealousy I hear?
Please. I don't need to be jealous of Imogen. I have everything that I need.
That you do, my love. That you do. I cannot.
The spit take, I'm sorry.
Just. I think he's trying to find the words as he's listening to the music play, seeing people starting to kind of move around, socialize. And he finally says, the cloak and daggers of it all, trying to be someone else, feels odd.
It's terrible. I would just like one day to not be stained by my father's reputation or my own reputation. I would just like one day to just be Talia. Wouldn't that be lovely? No, go away. As somebody who like attempts to approach her, like another tutor, just goes, no, go away. And they turn around.
I think that's the thing. You are just Talia to me. You have always been Talia to me.
And then there's
Oh.
she's like, you're poetic today.
And you're aggressive as always. Don't hurt them too much. Just take a dance. Don't trip them up.
I would save all of my dances for you if you took any of them. Your family still hate me?
Does your family still hate mine?
Yes.
You have your answer.
I'll see you later. Meet me in the gardens.
I'm never too far from you.
Good. I like it that way. As she kind of like walks off to make her roundabouts. From here, is there anybody that wants to use their resolve tokens to make it a little more dramatic, exciting? Particularly from Vixie and Ronin.
I think I would love to use mine with my aunt. Because I do think that I think Roxanne is older, although not as she happens to be the youngest of this particular group, I noticed. But she is old enough to have been on the marriage market for far too long. And part of the reason that she is here is to make a suitable match, because her aunt firmly believes that she needs to be married as soon as possible, and love should not be a factor in who she chooses. So she is, the reason she is following in her aunt's current is specifically because her aunt is making all of these introductions to different members of the Ton and the peerage to try and make an amenable match. So she's been spending a lot of time smiling politely and allowing a gentleman to fill her dance card so that to appease her aunt.
Perfect. Actually, yeah. I'm actually gonna open it up to Ronin. And you guys as well. Sorry, I burped.
It's fine. How dare you? This is a ball.
I'm sorry, I'm not that ladylike. This card is really tight.
At least two of us are drinking champagne really fast.
I think
Like
you're
just throwing it back.
I think you're as you're like as what's it called? Roxanne and what's it called? Gertrude have a conversation. I think Gertrude might actually be talking to the kind of host of this event, which is Dowager Duchess Cassia. She is kind of a little bit old as bonesy. She's a little bit old as bonesy. She hasn't had a husband in a very long time, but what she does have is a very large estate and no heirs. So, actually, I think she has a cousin floating around there somewhere. Actually,
Floating around in the ether.
Floating around in the ether. So I think perhaps, and Dowager Duchess Cassia is somebody with so much influence. She can make arrangements. She can introduce people to other people, and make suitable matches. She's a little bit of a matchmaker, a famed one. So I think Gertrude is like talking to Dowager Duchess Cassia. And they're talking a little bit like, how is your what do you call it? Not a
Niece.
Not a nephew, niece. You're on fire. Thank you. God bless.
You're welcome.
How is your niece?
Just to clarify for Jason, it's your sister, right? And you're both her niece, correct, Vixie?
No. Gertrude is her aunt. And then
yes,
she came
but
with her aunt and her cousin.
you're there with your
With
there with
her
your
cousin. So her daughter.
Her daughter. You're the okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So what was the question again?
How is your niece, Roxanne, these days? It's getting quite up there.
Oh yes. You know how she is.
Still taken with
Head
the
in
flights of romance and love.
Yes, head in the clouds.
Marriage.
Like a little girl reading storybooks.
That is such a shame. she's not bad for the eyes, and it's just she's going to be disappointed. Have you told her that?
Countless times.
Hmm. Maybe it's because she reads too much.
Entirely too much. It preoccupies all of her time. I've told her that the only thing you can expect from men is to be disappointed.
Oh.
Broken. Oh my god. Why are you so good at playing an angry old lady?
You're
No
an angry old
wrongs
lady
detected.
inside. You're an angry old lady inside.
Yeah. I had a grandmother.
A woman for tax purposes.
What is actually? I have a question for Vixie. What is Roxanne doing right now?
I think Roxanne is just coming off the dance floor after dancing with the latest person that her aunt was like, you should go talk to them and whatever, and like that was on her dance card, some duke from somewhere, and she is returning to her dutifully returning to her aunt, and keeping her head low in front of the Dowager Duchess for reasons.
And I feel like, despite how much your aunt dislikes Reginald, they're fulfilling a very similar function tonight.
Ironically.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a cheers redeem, by the way. So here we have the pub. We have a cheers, which means we raise our glasses and cheers. So cheers to all of you watching.
Cheers.
Sláinte.
That too.
I should have like a little like cup. Okay, but you come off the dance floor, and you are now in the presence of, yes, your aunt, but also Duchess. She looks at you, completely level gaze, and goes, well, how did you take the Duke and his dancing?
Roxanne, as she approaches, like modestly looks down and gives a little curtsy, and kind of stands slightly behind her aunt, again for reasons. And she says, "The Duke was quite delightful. He was very polite. He was very handsome and well spoken. I could not have asked for a better dance partner."
Dear goodness, child, look up. Who is going to be taken by the top of your head?
Aunt Gertrude says it's better to be modest, rather than bold.
Modest with men, not with the Dowager.
Yes, Auntie.
I will leave you to it to advise your niece on how to act. I'm sure you'll do a very good job. You might have but you also have your work cut out for you, don't you? Excuse me.
I do.
She Roxanne lets out a breath as she leaves, and then says, "I've upset her again, haven't I?"
Oh no, you would know if she was upset.
I don't think she likes me very much, not after the incident.
Oh, I'm sure she's forgotten all about that. She rolls her eyes, not at all sure that she's forgotten about it.
You say so, Auntie, but I certainly don't think so. And she just
Chin
sort of
up,
looks
move
off.
forward.
You know, sort of looks off at the crowd, maybe seeking something out within it.
She watches you. Gertrude watches you for a second, and she says, and she very much lowers her voice. Don't think I didn't spot Lord Withers in the crowd. Keep your distance.
She feigns like she had no idea he was here. Oh, is Lord Withers here? I had no idea. Hardly noticed him. Hardly noticed anything when we walked in.
Dear God's girl, you will never bluff anyone with that. find more dances, find more matches, find my daughter, and make sure she has that ridiculous hat firmly on her head.
Katiana is perfectly well. I'm sure she has many suitors lining up to dance with her. And my dance card has, she sounds slightly disappointed. Plenty on it still.
Well, the night is young, and as much as I love my daughter, I understand that her filter is not the greatest as far as choosing dance partners go.
Well, I certainly think as long as she, doesn't dance in front of Imogen, that gossip, like as you say, or anything like that, then we should be quite all right. Don't you think?
One would hope. I did not crawl this family out of poverty and into wealth to have the two of you squander it with squeamishness and foolishness.
Of course not, Auntie, and I know that my marriage is important to you, so I shall do what I can.
It should also be important to you, dear.
Well, of course. I am looking forward to being very much in love with the person that I'm with, after all. What is marriage if not a friendship between two people that simply blossoms into love?
You are far too old to be dallying in these fairy tales, girl. Marriage is a business.
I know, a partnership, a little tit for tat, like you always tell me. But
Preferably, it's a hostile takeover.
her eyes kind of go wide, like, what?
They're not wrong.
You're not, though. I love this. You're
woman.
not. I love her. She is tired. She has seen life.
Like, this is how it is. The reality. And she's like, but butterflies and rainbows. Anyway.
I would like to,
You
note
find a
that you
weak
guys
man and
know.
you bend him to your will. That is how this works.
Speaking of weak men, I'm going to use my resolve token to create a little bit of scene between Tobias Withers
Oh, God.
and the very intense who is it? Delphine Ravenhurst. I want those two to meet.
Oh,
my God!
I want them to meet.
Oh, no.
I want things to happen in the. I also want them to have some sort of kind of public thing. Either they have glances. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, but they have glances. But I want to know what that looks like. Something that everybody can win.
I
What is that?
will raise you that that is one of the women that Lord Withers has pointed Tobias towards. Because the
Yes.
Devonshire's, despite being related to the Devereaux, are still I feel like they're well-respected members of the Ton, by comparison. And so Tobias very is doing his best to stand up straight and trying to resist the urge to shrimp, as we say, punch. And
when he slouches forward, he
Yeah.
gets a jab in the back, in the spine by Reginald.
yeah, he's trying to stand up straight, so he's it's kind of that trauma because he's walking by himself, he's walked away from his uncle to go ask, because obviously he can't be seen walking with his uncle to ask a lady to dance. That would be silly, and make him appear boyish, which he's trying to be a man in his cute tight collar and uncomfortableness. And he walks up to to Delphine and says, good evening, Miss Devonshire. How are you today? He's doing his best not to stutter.
I think. Do you want me to describe how Delphine looks, or?
Give me a description of Delphine Ravenhurst. Give me that description.
Funny enough, I would say that she's the same height as Imogen, so around that 5'2", 4'9" kind of range. Because 4'9", 5'2" is kind of you there. You basically the same thing.
Towering over.
Hello.
And I think
Shut
she
your
would
mouth.
have probably like Sailor Moon kind of space buns in her hair, To
Yeah.
verify for because this is a character that I'm playing. What would her hair color be, Emily?
Her hair's lighter than Imogen's. She looks more like their mom than their dad. So it's like kind of a lighter brown.
So yeah, we'll say lighter brown. Has this very gaudy outfit on. It's supposed to be summer, spring kind of like vibes. She said, it's fall, winter. So she said dark tones, like full on dark tones, like it's
Yeah.
Christmas in this bitch. And as she sees Tobias come up to her, she's got it like she has a sandwich in one hand and drink in another. She does this quick up and down motion of, and she just cracks a wide smile and says, "Oh, I could chew you up right now.
I
What
think
you want, pretty boy?"
I think that Tobias is both terrified but also kind of excited uh, by this, and he sort of swallows. He sees Adam's apple go up and down as he like gathers his courage and says, "Um, how are you doing this fine evening, Miss
That's your
Devonshire?"
opening line.
Miss,
Come on, do better than that. Like, come on, quickly now, quickly. Like, your time is money now. Come on now. She's swirling her drink around.
Reginald
a deep
grabs the
breath.
last two drinks off a tray and does this, like, keep them coming.
dying.
If this is your attempt to like
he looks
court,
nervous. He looks from side to side, like, is this supposed to happen when I talk to a girl?
she looks him
Ravenhurst
dead in his
thing.
eye and it's like, if this is your attempt to court, ooh, you're gonna be 70 and old. If you make it to 70, someone's gonna break your heart, walk all over you, and then you're just gonna be in a closet somewhere. Actually, you would look good on a hanger.
I actually he like has no idea how to speak to respond to this for a second, and he's like, I would like to ask your ladyship for the pleasure of a dance, of course.
So you just want to dance and that's it. No talking, no getting to know each other, no falling. Where's the romance,
you know,
boy?
I made the attempt, but you seem to be hostile towards it.
Hostile? Who's hostile? The only one who's hostile here is you with your cowardness. Like, it's offensive. Stand up straight. You look pathetic.
He actually isn't like leaning. He's doing his best to like stand up straight, and he's like, Miss, you're quite the shrew, you know that?
Oh, I've been called worse. But I like you. You're hanging on a lot better than most do. Most go running and screaming back to their mother. Give me your dance card.
He hands the dance card over without thinking.
Doink. Hands it back.
She
Like,
just
not even
shrugged off
hands.
through.
She throws it back. Like, swoop.
He like holds it back. I shall see you in a few moments for dance, I suppose.
I suppose so, pretty boy. I suppose so. She
my-
starts like sashaying away.
I have a name. It's Tobias.
Pretty boy.
Of the London Withers.
Tobias was like, I'm not a piece of meat.
My eyes are up here.
My eyes
Just
are
north
up
of my
here.
Adam's apple.
And she says this constantly, pretty boy, whenever he tries to say his name, and it gets more sing-songy.
Oh my god! I think so. Tobias
okay,
goes
cool.
back to Reginald and is like, I think that went rather well. I hope.
About as
I'm
well as
dying.
can be expected. I have to apologize to Bias. That wasn't fair of me. I should have started you out with an easier challenge.
He slouches.
I feel like Delphine is sashaying around, and she runs into Imogen, and it's just like, so I found the pretty boy.
You know, I very clearly recall a conversation about tact.
Oh, I had tact. He didn't run screaming. He needs more of a backbone. Maybe Typhon can give him one. Because, whoo, boy.
What was his name? You could do a lot worse than Withers. All right. You win this one. You win this one.
Look, if he got money, we don't got to worry about anything, right? I could have him and then actually have a true love somewhere else.
You
It's
could
what you're
find
doing, right?
you.
You really need to do better keeping your
You
diary somewhere. Out in the open like
I'm going
that.
to.
I love it so much.
I love you, dear sister. And she starts tossing away. She's already finished that one drink. She has grabbed like two others, and it's like she's like one's in one finger, the other's in another finger, and she's just like swirling them around.
Oh my goodness.
I honestly think that Delphine is the reason why Talia likes that family. She's like, I like that girl. She's got spunk.
I feel like she sees Thalia in the crowd and she does that nod of like, what's up?
She's going to have Imogen's slipper up her rear end if she doesn't watch it.
Right, amazing. Oh my god. We need. Oh, I have one last resolve token. Actually, I will actually put it out to the group. Does anybody want to use their resolve token? Nobody's used anything yet.
I would like to use my resolve token to cause some drama.
Okay, yeah. What's the drama?
I think that Gertrude, being Gertrude, immediately brings her over to what's your character's name, Blackwell? Typhon? Brings her over to Typhon, and introduces herself and Roxanne as basically like trying to make a match. Like, this is a nice, handsome gentleman from a well-to-do family. This would be a great match for you. Kind of a vibe, without saying it, because this is Regency. Why would we say that out loud?
Yeah.
You know. And she is like, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Mont. Would you mind pronouncing it for me?
Montraband.
Looks like gives disapproving look from Ron. Montraband. Mr. Montraband, would you kindly share a dance with me? More disapproval from Ron. She's not supposed to be the one asking.
I think he sees does he see the disapproval looks? Like,
people in China could see the disapproval on her face.
I feel like she's more approving of her daughter than Roxanne.
Yeah.
I think he sees those.
Yeah.
Oh,
Typhon would understand that it's not directed at him, though.
I imagine, though, he's able to discern, like, okay, I see what's going on. As she hands the card to him, he'll take the card and write his name on it. He's saying very softly, very lowly, so that only these two can hear it. What are you searching for at this ball?
And Roxanne blinks twice because she didn't think she heard him right at first. And she says, well, nothing in particular. Although I did see something. A bit of the past, if you will.
A haunting pass or a pleasant pass?
And it's funny because this conversation looks more intimate than it actually is, which I know is going to cause some rumors and shit later. And
because he's deliberately writing his name on the card slowly.
Right, slowly, and they're like having a little whispered conversation, and like I'm sure the auntie is delighted, like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted, you know.
Yeah.
But and she says, well, it was a bit of a sweet pass. At least I thought so. I don't think he felt the same.
How do you know?
Well, it's a bit of a long story. But I stopped hearing from him. And now sometimes the only time I really get to see him is at social gatherings, like this one.
Would you rather chase after a dream that is always fleeting? Or find a dream that's worth fulfilling?
she looks sad for a moment, and the way I'm almost positive that she is going to misinterpret the way that you mean that, and and it like you're saying it in a way that like go chase after the person that you're thinking about and that you're seeing. She thinks that you're saying give up on that guy and be like go for me, like the complete opposite of what you mean. Like, and she looks up at you and says, well, I suppose it makes more sense to go after what's right in front of me then, doesn't it?
That's the
Then go
most
to him.
sensible thing you've ever said, my dear.
and she says, well, I shall when it's his turn on the dance card. Complete misinterpretation. Like she literally is like pointing at your name when she says this because she totally thinks you're talking about yourself. Like this is you asking for a friend, but the friend is you. So
I think as like she points at his name, he's a very stoic looking man. Like he doesn't like make a lot of faces, but you can see it. There's a quick glint in his eyes of fuck.
I like I'm almost before you can even say
again.
anything, like her aunt is like off to the next person. So you don't even get a chance to clarify. Because I think it'd be so much more funny if this was just a giant ball of misunderstanding.
Yes. I think as he's trying to like clarify, like, wait, it's too little too late as they're gone.
But how does the auntie react to this little thing?
You've never seen her look more pleased.
The cat that ate the canary.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I would
Maybe
like
save
to
that dance for last.
I would like to use a resolve token if
Ooh.
possible. If we're done with the scene, if we're not,
Yes,
keep
the
going.
scene is over. Like as far as I'm concerned, I don't have anything to add. You're good.
I want to see what happens if Roy gets introduced to all of this. He sees Roxanne, he sees Tobias. I want him to interact with these two. I want him to either A, make friends with Tobias, or B, make him feel like, hey, yo, you need to shapen up. This man looks like he doesn't talk to anyone, but he's so more well put together. And then you have Roxanne, who's like my brain is saying doe-eyed, but you have this smooth talk, like this man that is a smooth talker. Doesn't mean to be, but yet somehow, in his intelligent way of speaking, is a smooth talker.
Yeah, 100%. So you want to meet Tobias? Is that what you said? Sorry, I was.
Tobias and Roxanne. I want to see what Roy does with these two. Just to have all of our players on the field at once.
I can't play two people though.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting like you were playing multiple parts right now. Yes.
I play both Tobias and Roxanne in this episode of Good Society. But the GM can always take over one of them. Well, take over Tobias. Yeah.
If you want to do that. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I was just saying, I was like,
sorry.
is Tadhana talking? What?
Sorry. I could take over Tobias, and
Yay.
but also I think we should do kind of Roy Arma first, and Roxanne. I think it'd be interesting.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
okay.
So if I can burn a resolve token for that,
Yes.
I will.
Perfect.
So, shall we say that he's one of the names on her dance card?
Yeah. Oh, I think that's perfect. Yeah.
So she approaches him for her dance.
So cool. Tell me about this cat. Who is he? What's he like? What's he doing, Blackwell? Who is this man's?
What do you need? Like,
Just what's the vibe? Is he a ladies' man? Is he, cutting up?
very articulate, very well put together. He looks almost military like the way that he's presented. Like he should have like some form of decorations, but he always has a book in hand, like always constantly reading, scribbling some form of notes. But he stands tall, very proud, like not even meaning to. It's just like he is a figure in the room. There is a presence. Kind of hard to ignore, like Typhon, but there's two very different energies. One wants to disappear, the other doesn't care if people notice him.
All right, so yeah, here's this man. He's been watching the dance floor, waiting for the different ladies or gentlemen, or whatever they choose to go by, come up and, yes, I would love a dance with you later. I will see you. Ah, yes, hello. Wonderful to see you again. Miss Roxanne, a pleasure to see you again. How have you enjoyed
Oh.
your night?
Good evening, Mr. Armas. She's like struggling with names because her player is also struggling with names.
We have a whole sheet here.
Arma. Okay, yes, sorry.
We're struggling.
Yep. Good evening, Mr. Armas. Arma. I've come to you because your name is on my dance card.
I was hoping to see you sometime soon. May
To-
I escort you out?
Oh, of course. Certainly. I think that would be quite lovely. Thank you.
And I think perhaps it would be a chance for you to get out from under your aunt's glare for just a few moments, if
She
you don't
glances
mind my
back at her
staying.
aunt.
Miss Devereaux, wonderful to see you again as well.
Oh, Devonshire. Different.
Devonshire. Ah,
Yes, you mustn't call her Devereaux. She gets very cross.
really?
We're a bit of the black sheep of the family tree.
You don't say.
Well, yes, my father, I believe the term is nouveau riche, is what you would call him.
Ah,
He made
You'll
his
for-
money selling fabrics, imports
Hmm.
of that nature.
you'll forgive me. I don't attend many of these banquets unless I'm asked.
Oh, I see. Quite. You're quite the recluse. I believe my aunt would say.
I like to think of as studious, I've been called.
Studious is also a term for it, although I don't think my aunt would approve. She has a penchant to be very upset with me when I indulge in literature.
I think there's nothing wrong with a lady who knows her way around a library.
Really? You find no issue with the lady who pursues knowledge?
Everyone should be more knowledgeable than they appear. At least I like to think so.
She smiles and as I imagine they're having this conversation while they're dancing, and as she twirls by, she gets twirled by Reginald. I just imagine that happening, as they're having this
Dramatic as
animated
hell.
conversation. Not that I want to burn a resolve token; it just makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. We allow this.
A very complex look crosses his face.
We'd love to see it.
And
Right.
exactly, if someone were to say, "Marry you," how would you treat them?
I, to be quite honest, it hadn't really crossed my mind recently. I've never been one for commitment.
Oh, I see. You're much more the wanderer type, I suppose.
As the ladies of the town like to say, keeping options open.
Ah, I see. It will be some time before you find the right person, then, I imagine.
What's the phrase? When you know, you know.
Hmm.
And I don't think I know quite yet.
I see. She twirls again. They do the twirl where they're maybe she twirls into them, and then twirls back, and says, "Oh well. In that case, I certainly hope you'll keep me in mind." She knows that's what her aunt would want her to say, so she's going with that.
I will keep you in mind, Miss Roxanne.
Oh, you must call me Miss Devereaux. If you call me by my first name, my aunt will also be very cross. She's very traditional, you see.
I think a better word for that is stodgy.
You said it, not me. And she gives a little giggle,
Oh, she's so cute.
If I say it, you don't get in trouble.
Also true. Thank you very much for the dance. And she gives a little proper curtsy.
Right.
Sorry, I I'm gonna use my last resolve token, which I didn't burn because I offered it to the group. I let people. So this is my last one. My
Oh,
last one is going to be a very short scene between Reginald and Roxanne's cousin, Gertrude. Oh no, Katiana. Yes.
Katiana. Yes,
Yeah,
Katiana is the
Katiana.
cousin.
So
Katarina.
Roxanne's what's it called? So I feel like they're also in the same dance, kind of like, you know, Roxanne had a moment with Reginald, and then immediately after was like given Reginald was given this this woman with like a really huge sleeves, like feathers, pink feathers.
Completely blocks out the vision of
It really like
Roxanne.
blocks
Yeah.
off on it. It just kind of like pushes Roxanne a little bit out of the way. And Tatiana is going to like talk to Reginald. I feel like there was somebody who introduced them first, all proper, all as it should be. But Tatiana approaching Reginald, being like, "It has been some time since I've seen you. Hello. How are you doing? That's you need another drink. All right."
Yes. He says, well, those are certainly a lot of questions all at once, Miss Devonshire. I'm fine. Start with that. I've mostly been busy tending to my family's estates. I'm here as a steward of my poor feckless nephew. If you look, you can see his head sticking over most of the crowd. Stepping on some poor woman's foot as we speak.
Ooh. It's quite impossible to miss. You must have well, you must have a lot on your plate. I'm so sorry to hear about your family's loss.
Well,
But-
we take the hits as they come, as my American friends say.
American friends. That's funny.
Oh no.
You see that she kind of like looks at you and says, "I recall you so many summers ago visiting our house quite often. It's perhaps it's been a while since we've seen you. I'm sure. Have you seen Roxanne yet?"
I did notice that she entered the ball with your charming mother.
She is so charming, isn't she? People say I'm exactly like her.
What's that?
People say I'm exactly like her.
That is interesting to hear.
So lovely. I love her mother.
Oh my god.
Are you going to be taking have you thought about taking a wife anytime soon?
I have not, actually. Not something I'm seeking, I'm afraid.
Such a shame. But it's good for Roxanne, I suppose. I hear that she's I think that she's actually found someone that will meet her match. I saw her dallying with some that kind of tall fellow over there in the green. It's for the best, though.
Oh no.
Yeah, there is the slightest pause in him lifting a drink to his mouth as he processes the information, and he does his best parlor room diplomacy to not let that on.
But it's so good to hear that you're not taking a wife because, oh God, my mother, to be all completely honest, my mother has been so worried about my dear cousin and making sure that she has a match and making sure that she has her head on straight and knows exactly what a marriage is. And I
imagine your mother and Miss Devereaux have much different definitions of what a marriage is.
True, but that's a problem. See if the
Oh my god. I love Cassiana so much.
See, that's we don't want that. But to be honest, between the both of you, she's always had a little bit of, I don't know if I don't know. I did go into my cousin's diary, sue me. But I've
I
always
would never sue anyone as well connected or as tactically sound as your mother's family.
oh, so it. I can see why Roxanne would have followed you now. But it's good to hear. It's good to hear that you are moved on completely and have no other feelings for my cousin. I think it's for the best for everyone around. Oh, it's been great talking to you. That's all I need to know, really.
Reginald will let that slide by not saying, "No, I didn't say that."
It has been great catching up for you. Oh, I
It
think my
has
mother's
been.
calling me. She turns.
Yes, you
She
best not
turns
let your
and
mother see you speaking to me overly long. I fear I have not ingratiated myself to her in the past.
of course. And then she turns and she hits you with a feather.
Yeah.
Flap. I think we are going to take a 10-minute break here soon.
Yes, it's
Yes.
break time.
Yes.
Woo!
We're going to come back and we're going to go through the rest of our game. So we'll see
Yes.
you
Now's the time to refill your drink and grab a snack. See you soon.
Take a 10.
soon. Bye.
I know. All y'all can't even. Hello.
Hello, welcome back to our Good Society one shot, where we are currently at the Garden Soiree, where our bunch of our characters have met. A lot of side characters have been introduced. Drama has occurred. Misunderstandings have also occurred, and that's our favorites, to be honest. But we are going to be moving on soon to the reputation, rumor, and epistolary space. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do a one last. Does anybody want any last final scenes at this beautiful garden soiree? Night has fallen. Their candles have been lit everywhere. The dance floor is open. The gardens are open. The garden mazes are open. Go ahead and go with your scenes. Go ahead.
I think I would. Okay. I think I'm just gonna drive it like I broke it. I'm gonna spend my last resolve token to create more drama. And I think that Roxanne, after having danced the night away and having a memorable dance with this handsome, tall stranger that told her she should hold on to the things that are physically in front of her and let go of the things in the past. And it's like you can tell like that interaction is just completely snowballed for you, by the way. like the aunt is ready, like this is a good suitor, we're gonna have him for tea, we're gonna like set up this marriage, it's gonna be great, everyone's gonna have a good time. You are the unfortunate victim here, so sorry.
Help! Help! Let me out of this room! Banging on the door.
And I think that like Roxanne contemplating this like walks into the garden, like into, because you said there's a maze, right?
Yes.
So like she walks into this sort of rose maze, and I think that she walks by Reginald without realizing that he's there. Just sort of like there's a wisp of silk and fine fabric as she sort of brushes by him, walking into the maze, and like with the like kind of candlelight or gaslight, I guess because this is Regency, sort of. My cats are busy fighting. Sorry. Way to ruin the mood. Anyway, so,
somewhere in the rose garden, two cats.
their two cats are fighting. There are two cats. Why? But anyway, and she's like sort of outlined by these gas lamps as she sort of walks in to the maze.
All right. Sorry, my audio cut out for a second. Is this
my
the scene I'm
cats.
jumping into?
Yes.
Okay.
She walked by you, dude. It's there. It's a romance. Do the thing.
Well, no, like my audio cut out so I couldn't hear
I
your
know.
whole
I'm messing
setup.
with you. You're fine.
So he'll see her like come around the corner in the garden, and like in the gas lamps, and like he'll see the light catching in her eyes, and she sort of like gives her a halo, and he's taken right back to the last time he saw her. And he kind of like straightens up a little bit, downs his last champagne glass, tosses it behind him.
It breaks in the background.
Yeah. somebody in the background goes,
and he kind of contrives it to like actually bump into her, like he wasn't like directly seeking her out.
Oh, hilarious.
And when he does, he'll say, "Oh, excuse me." Oh,
Reginald. Lord Withers. Good evening. And she pops a little curtsy, like she's supposed to.
It's been far too long, Miss Devereaux. Please, you may call me Reginald.
Lord Withers, I couldn't do that. That would be very inappropriate. And she looks around. And we're unchaperoned. Is it really all right for us to be together like this?
I guess that depends on your definition of all right. Feels right.
Lord Withers, you are quite the charming individual, but I won't be fooled by your charms a second time. I'll have you know I met quite the eligible match tonight. My aunt is very excited about
I'm-
hosting him for tea in a few days.
I'm certain she is, and hopefully he's strong enough to not be chewed up and spit out by your fine aunt.
Well,
I must confess, I'm a little confused as to what you mean by fooled.
well, I understand perfectly well what I mean. You used me. You were just trying to marry someone so you could maintain your proclivities.
Is that what you think?
That's what my aunt said. Why would she lie to
Yeah.
me?
Your aunt's acumen is not always accurate, unless it serves her purpose.
My lord, you're speaking about my aunt. She is my family, and I will not tolerate any insults towards her.
Oh,
She-
no insult. She's a cunning woman.
Cunning? Whatever do you mean?
She's shrewd, intelligent, quick-witted. She certainly doesn't beat around the bush.
Well, she
All
certainly
fine
doesn't like
qualities for the
you.
head of a household. That is one way of saying it, yes. What do you think happened that last time?
Well, as I understand it, you were caught with a maid in the stables. Unchaperoned.
I was in the stable, unchaperoned with the maid. But it's not what you think it was. Certainly not what your aunt assumed it was.
Well, I heard of your I heard your reputation. You were a rake, a flirt.
I was a young man without responsibilities, placed into a position of furthering my position in society. I was playing a role that I was meant to play. However, since my parents passed and since I lost my dear brother and his wife, it's fallen on me to take care of the estates.
And Tobias, poor soul.
He would be poor if it wasn't for me, that's for sure.
I'm sorry, reading the chat at the same time, and I'm like... She takes a deep breath and says, and I was a young woman who was on the marriage market for the first time, who was from a family that was nouveau riche and could use a step up in the social ladder. Both very useful things for someone who just wanted someone to maintain appearances, don't you think? And she seems very upset at this and says, and starts to kind of walk away from Reginald.
He steps closer and he grabs her arm, not like forcefully or aggressively, but just like, stay for a second.
And she looks at him and she says, Lord Withers, this is... You're unchaperoned, if I might remind you.
You don't need to remind me. Appearances be damned. I miss you terribly. There's never been anyone before or since, and I was only in that stable to get a letter to you when your precious aunt intruded.
A letter? But I was right there. I was in the house, Lord Withers. What would you put in a letter that you couldn't say directly to me?
I would put things in a letter that I couldn't say to you while you were being chaperoned by your aunt.
She blushes a little bit, thinking about what the contents of the letter could be. of course, because this is poor Roxanne. She's like, and who has misinterpreted so much shit. And she like turns towards him again, kind of leaning into. Sorry, the chat got me again.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It was
my
great. No, I thought it was hilarious. And she turns towards him and leans in, and like leans in closer, kind of building that look. You know, we're getting cinematic here. And she says, "Lord Withers, or Reginald, you really oughtn't. You really shouldn't play with my feelings this way. I'm at the cusp of making a very good match. Do you understand how long I've been on the marriage market? I'd hate to be an old spinster like Imogen Ravenhurst. Do you know that the horror stories that my aunt has told about it?" Just gonna put that out there like that, it's fine.
If you lived to be alone for 1,000 years, you would not be like Imogen Ravenhurst.
This is how we go. Imogen Ravenhurst is gonna find us both. Just you wait, like
As a matter of fact, as I recall, she was crucial in your aunt's smear campaign against me. And
Imogen Ravenhurst only
The
had my
circles?
best interests at heart. She was preserving my reputation. That's what my aunt said, anyway.
hmm,
After
I think
all,
you'll find in life that perspective is a very, what's a good way to say this? Variable spice.
Reginald, you are certainly making it very difficult to walk away from you. You know that?
I hope so.
She like stops for a second. What do you want from me?
Just you.
Lord Withers, I feel the need to remind you that I am not a member of the peerage. I'm only just barely a member of the Ton, thanks to my aunt, and my family is nouveau riche. I'm not thought of very highly in society. At best, and at worst, I'm an outcast.
If you'll forgive my use of coarse language, Roxanne, I don't give a damn about any of that.
Thank you, Rhett Butler. I appreciate it. That was very Scarlett O'Hara of you. And I think Roxanne, like kind of clasps her dance card, her like this little lifeline that she seems to have held up, that's still wrapped around her wrist, because there's a little like thing that goes around your wrist when you have a dance card in that way. And she holds onto it and says, "Reginald, don't do this to me, to my heart. Not when I was so close to letting you go."
I was a fool to let you go. I allowed the pressure of society and what my parents thought at the time to steer me away from you, and it was a mistake that I will take to my grave.
What exactly are you saying? I feel like you're... What?
He takes the hand that has the dance card on it, and he looks at it, and he steps a little bit closer to her, and he says, "I would dance with you to Judgment Day, and then I would dance with you through it."
And as you
Breath
say
catches.
As you say that, just before Roxanne gets a chance to reply, you guys hear rustling, very close to you, very near you, and it is and I think this is kind of within Roxanne's hand here. It is leave now, to save your reputation, or stay and hear the answer, or stay and respond. So my question to this Roxanne is, what do you do?
Oh, I really want to go full Bridgerton and like leave the audience with the heat of the what could have happened. And she like I think with the rustling, like because this is a very much like there could have been a kiss here, and there's that chemistry. There's enough chemistry for that to happen, and there's a moment where like there's that intake of breath of, oh, all I have to do is lean in, right?
Mhm.
And when the rustling happens, it sort of jars her back into reality, and she pushes herself away and says, and like doesn't say anything, but the dance card slips off of her wrist and onto the floor between them, and she leaves the gardens as quickly as she can, not running because ladies don't run, but like she just makes sure she does not want to be discovered with a man unchaperoned, because that would be, especially this man,
Especially this one.
yeah, especially this one after given their past. So
Can
as she disappears around the corner, he'll stop and he'll look at the dance card on the grass for a second, and then he'll pick it up and just slide it into the breast pocket of his vest.
Sorry, Emily, what do you got?
I would like to, if I may, use one of my resolve tokens to be that rustle in the bushes coming around. Roxanne can be totally gone. That's totally your call. Or Imogen can see her as she's like turning a corner.
Yeah, I think you're with Darren. I think these two would. I don't know if they. I think they're besties. You said, right?
Yeah, we're besties. Conquest Alliance.
Yeah. Peacock guy from last
Captain Peacock.
Go ahead.
I don't know what I'm going to do with her. She keeps insulting every other gentleman that tries to approach her. She's going to ruin herself before I can do it for her.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was really bad.
So bad. He would be a good choice for her, honestly. She could do so much worse, and he's got money.
He's got money. And he's
got so much money.
He's really that young
really
man. No, that young man, he's got height.
He's really good. God knows we could use it in my family.
God knows your family is so short.
Oh, Lord Reginald, how interesting to see you out here today. It's a lovely night. How I have not seen you in quite some time.
Well, I've been here the entire day, and this early evening, I certainly saw you making your rounds around the dance floor.
Oh, lots of stories to catch up on, lots of good tales. It's interesting that you are here by yourself. Did I happen to hear another lady's voice just now?
Well, I have a nephew I need to get married off. He's not certainly not well, I can't leave it to his devices, let's put it that way.
Oh no, I know just the same with my sister. Was it Tobias was his name? Yes.
Yes. He's the second tallest person here.
Oh no, I did notice that. Yes. Would it be terribly forward for myself and my sister to call upon your house sometime later this week?
Oh, please do. I do not anticipate him actually succeeding tonight. He's a bright boy, but he never quite recovered from thinking he could turn off the gas lamps just by blowing them out.
Oh,
Oh,
bless his heart.
no.
Don't worry. I know a thing or two about artists. I will steer her well. We shall send a car. I shall have my valet send a card to your household, announcing our arrival later this week.
I will anticipate its arrival.
Pardon, is that a new cologne you're wearing? It's a very interesting floral scent. It smells familiar, but I cannot seem to place it.
It is probably the many glasses of exotic champagne that I have consumed since this evening began.
Right, there is so much of it going around. One must not overindulge and make another poor decision.
Right.
Wow, shots fired! Woo!
We shall be calling on you. Good. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, my lord.
Yes, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Your ex-fiance also chirps.
And
and
for the second time tonight, Reginald gets hit in the face with a feather.
yeah,
And she does. Imogen's feathers are much more tasteful. She just has very, very interesting raven feathers in her headpiece instead. She doesn't do peacocks or like swans. No. Not for a
Oh,
dowager.
gosh.
I will think. I think as Imogen and your ex-fiance, who you're besties with now, walks away. Darren is going to lean into you and say, "Do you think does he interview all his nephew suitors in a garden?"
It could be a stable. All right, I didn't tell you about that one. Come, you'll love this story.
Any other last scenes in the garden before we move on? Oh, yes, Blackwell.
I think Typhon would go find Thalia in the garden like she asked him to.
Yeah, good. I wanted to do that, but I didn't have any trouble left. Yes, Talia is there. She is near a fountain, kind of like playing with the water, letting it kind of like run into her and through her fingers. And she is like very relaxed, the way that she is with you. And she says, "Oh, were you going to keep me waiting all night?"
You like when you wait. You like to chase.
Come sit, there's little fishes in the fountain.
Have you named them yet?
Yes, that one is Goldie. That one is Sir Reginald III.
Reginald's a interesting name to give that one.
His nephew has been on my mind. Poor thing. We met a little bit on the dance floor, and he is not as tall as you. Not as tall as you.
Not as tall, but pitiful.
Pitiful.
I wish I could help him, but I don't know there's much I can do with that.
I don't know. You have a charm to you, and she like, as you like sit down next to her, she will like put her hand on your face. I think
He leans into it.
I think you could teach Jim quite a few things about charm, about being a gentleman, about being incredibly handsome.
You know you're a better teacher than me. Always have, always will be.
That's true. So, Roxanne.
Oh no.
She's pretty. And she's like watching you very closely. For any reaction she will catch.
Kind of cocks his head like this, like he's waiting for her to say the next line. There's this sense of, where are we going?
She's pretty. Do you agree?
Pretty in the young sense, yes. Like
Which
as if like think like, would you call your siblings pretty? Would that be a thing?
they're cute, not pretty.
So let's go with that. Cute.
And do you notice anything else about her? And she like will move her hand from like this to like holding your chin. You took an awfully long time signing her card.
I think he'll place his hand on her thigh and say,
Oh, unchaperoned. Oh shit.
it's not even just placing it there. He places his hand on her thigh and just squeezes it and says, just helping someone out.
That's like ninth base in Regency.
It's a power play right now. It's like
we are a battle of wills here.
What's next? Ankles?
I think he'll say, just helping someone out, just doing what I know how to do best. You're very straightforward and know what you want. Just trying to pass that lesson along to someone else.
Well, that lesson has not served me very well. Your family still hates me. I saw your mother tonight. She says my dress is an interesting color for my complexion. She says it makes me match the verdantness of the garden.
Considering my mother, if you even want to call her that, I am her adopted son.
You are great at so many things. You are also great at charming young women. Young women who might be more eligible and more appealing to your mother.
True. My mother keeps trying to, lack of a better word, persuade me to one woman or another. No one has the same spark as you do.
No one ever has the same spark as I do. You should remember that. Don't forget it.
You remind me all day. You are the sun that lights my sky. It's kind of hard to miss you. Kind of hard not to think about you. Kind of hard to find someone who stands against you.
And you are my moon and all of my stars. You come when the night falls, and you twinkle and glow. It's such soothing light. I do not have to be aggressive with you. You let me stand. You let my voice be heard. And I do not have to fight you for these things. What is this our fate, darling? My moon and my stars, is this where we're meant to be? In a garden? Forever?
My friend Roy says there are things called solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, when the sun and moon are either in front or behind each other. Would you rather make that permanent?
If it meant being together with you, I would change the laws of nature.
You're dying. Sorry.
So what would you suppose we do? I do have an idea. We could abscond, disappear.
What?
Do you tire of this royal life?
She looks at the finery around her, the finery that she's wearing, the finery that you're wearing. What would we do? Where would we get our money? Would we be penniless?
We could just be. Or we defy the laws of nature. As he gets up from the fountain and he gets on one knee, he goes into his pocket. The ring he pulls out, it's The center gem is black, but that like sparkles like starlight.
Oh,
There's so many, like, what as you look at it, it's almost like it's an infinity effect. That's the engagement ring. The two other rings that go with it is a sun and a moon, just encrusted with each other's initials onto them.
screaming.
So what you see is Typhon, would be Typhon Matraman would be TM and the moon, and then the sun would be Dahlia Somerset TS.
I think as she are on one knee, she goes, "Shut up." I'm sorry. Continue.
I'm not speaking, but I will if that will make you happy right now.
Do you want this?
I've always wanted it. I just need to be sure that you wanted it as well.
I think she kneels down, and I think it's quite an endeavor for her. But she does it anyways. She is on eye level with you. She kneels down. I don't want anything more than this. I've never wanted anything more in my life. And she takes, and you are free to put the ring on her finger, an engagement ring.
Takes the ring out of the box, takes her hand into his, gently slides it over her ring finger as he says, "We're going to need to do a lot of legwork now. Need to cash in that favor with Imogen. I'm pretty sure my mother and father don't want certain secrets getting out. A couple of illegitimate children that they haven't claimed. A couple of illegitimate marriages that they're in, you know. And the only son that they have who's adopted, who's taking the proper steps."
I love you. And she just grabs your face.
Oh my god.
She's like, whatever's happening right here works for me.
It's you.
Brilliant.
You're the one that's been working with me.
And we are gonna move. Oh my god. And then I think they do kiss. I think, sorry.
Oh, absolutely.
And then they
Absolutely.
And then they make the fuck out.
Like, if someone comes by and they see some, some dastardly business in the garden, listen.
Fade to black. We didn't see nothing.
I would like to spend one of my tokens just to have Reginald step not in their sight, but step into the clearing as they start to kiss, and he turns around and makes sure that anyone else heading in that direction is going in the opposite direction.
Maybe that's not
Reginald.
Reginald.
Reginald's
Wingman.
He said, "I got you, bro. I got you. I don't know you, but I got you."
I got money in a spare house, so even if your parents do kick you out.
We love Reginald. Reginald is the boy's boy.
Chat's like, yes.
I'd much rather have Typhon as a nephew. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, poor Tobias.
Hey Reggie, you remember that whole thing about not telling anybody your girlfriend was macking on you in the gardens? You remember that spare house you got? Hey, well, my buddy here.
We didn't even kiss.
From here, I think everybody gotten their scenes done in this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna move on to a very quick reputation section where basically we assess our major characters' behaviors and then we create reputation tags for them for our other characters. So we'll go character by character, and we as a group will be like, and if they don't acquire one, then they don't have to. But based off the events of the last novel chapter, we can go, I think you should get this one. And then we can all discuss it as a group. We'll go character by character. Who wants to start and be judged by society?
Is there a list of tags, or are we just creating them?
I think we're creating ours.
Okay, just checking. Because I do think that it would be interesting Well, I guess I'm thinking of like a bunch of stuff in between. I don't know how much time is going to pass between this and the next chapter. So my thought process is that someone did like realize that she was with Reginald unchaperoned.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's like maybe an unsavory rumor going around about Roxanne.
Not yet.
Like not yet. Like there might be there's like whispers. There's like there could be.
Yeah.
Someone saw her someone saw her coming out and like they knew Reginald went in that direction too. So maybe there's some gossip about both of them. As well as the fact that if depending on passage of time, the person she was supposed to have tea with, like the tall, strapping gentleman, Typhon of that well-to-do family, never showed up to the tea date, and like those two things could be linked together. That like maybe the same way that like he found out that maybe she was with Reginald and like something intimate might have happened since they were unchaperoned. And
But we weren't the ones making out.
Yeah, I know. That's the funny part. Is that once again the roles are reversed. Like that maybe something unsafe. Like that.
You guys were alone.
Yeah,
nobody else was there
mill.
to confirm.
Yeah, this is
No
the
one was
rumor
in the
mill.
room
So
when it
maybe
happened. When
yeah.
the
So
rumor
like
mill
Typhon
happened.
didn't show up because he found out and thought maybe he thought she was like it's assumed that he thought she was a loose woman, and so it was like I can't marry this girl, and just never showed up.
I think also with that, if we're going with that idea of like Typhon being like, oh, she's a loose woman.
A rumor.
I think we
doesn't
can
mean you actually think that. So
I think if there's like that rumor going around, I feel like there's like a negative tag that gets thrown onto him, like, oh, he's judgmental, or he's quick to judge, or he's kind of harsh.
Maybe you're too straight laced, too goody two shoes.
Absolutely.
Is that for Typhon?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, let's put some negative tags on negative representation tags on Typhon, which is
Bless you.
judgmental.
Bless you.
Anything else we want to put here? Any two more? I think judgmental is
I
good.
think for Typhon specifically? Or
Yeah.
For Roxanne? Oh, okay.
Typhon specifically.
And
then
straight laced.
Straight laced. And then, okay, we can move on to, I think, honestly, though, I think it works better if it's kind of like freeform and we bounce around.
Okay.
So Roxanne's, what did you say about Roxanne reputation tag?
I would say one of her negative connotations is that she might be loose. She might be considered loose because of what happened with Reginald. Not that it's true. She's not. But
He made skin-to-skin contact in public.
Yes.
No. Do you think Reginald would get their rake reputation back after this? But I don't know. Is he connected to? I don't know if he's like he just went to the garden but Imogen saw him in the garden.
She did not specifically see Roxanne, but if the rumors flying around, she's probably sharp enough and chatty enough to put the two together. What she would share, Reginald doesn't know. He did mention all the champagne he'd been drinking.
He's a drunk.
Oh,
yeah, he's like
okay.
a lewd drunk.
I like to think that,
like that
between Reginald being like a lewd drunk and Roxanne also being aloof or kind of ditzy because she was not unable to remember other people's names.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Like ditzy because she kept getting names wrong. Like, oh, what a lovely girl, but she has like she doesn't have anything between those ears but cotton or something, you know?
The wheel's turning, but there's nothing on the wheel.
Yeah. Lights are on, no one's home.
Perfect. Yes, I love that. The only person here that I struggle with giving a reputation tag is with Imogen. Imogen kind of didn't do, except that your sister didn't.
Ooh, the sister in Tobias. Ooh,
your sister made a scene. Oh, go ahead.
I think Imogen's also a busybody. Like she's nosy because she's always up into people's like shit. So people probably might take that the wrong way of like, why does she know everything? Oh, she thinks she's better than everyone.
Because I am.
I also
Couldn't just
think
let
that
Reginald throw up in the bushes like he needed to.
But I think I'm gonna do us one further a little bit. Yes, she's nosy, but why is she nosy? She must be covering something up for her sister.
Oh.
and then we end up
Say.
with 2 Withersmen under fire because Tobias will be the one that should get
Yeah.
home in the bus. So
This family is
I'll
cursed.
stand up for him by saying something. He is not nearly intelligent enough to do what you're accusing him of doing.
I think maybe the reputation is that these sisters have like I don't know how something that there's like they're hiding something, that there's like some ill towardsness happening in that family that Imogen is trying to cover up with being social.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Imogen's trying to cover up a scandal of some kind.
Well, they're like secretive or something. No, that's not really a term. I mean, yeah.
Colonel Mustard with the chandelier in the dining room.
Yeah.
It's not mischievous because it's
I would say
something
mischievous.
Rebellion.
I would say
Manipulative.
manipulative.
Yeah,
Yes.
manipulative.
That's a good one.
That's the one.
like manipulative, controlling. Like they're trying to control the way people see things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like in the same breath that someone spreads her rumor about Reginald, they mention that she's a busybody. Like, and they don't even put together that they're being incongruous
like,
about this
oh,
at
that
all.
Imogen, you know how nosy
Yeah.
she is. She found out that Reginald Withers
Yeah.
did at XYZ. And
Like, look at her.
Yeah.
She still hangs around her ex-husband, for Christ's sake.
Fiance.
That's all
I
the
killed
gossip
the ex-husband.
at the salon. The ladies' salon is all abuzz.
I think
Yeah.
we've got this reputation kind of thing down. I'm gonna narrate a little bit about how these tags affect you and how people treat you. So very quickly. First, we'll start with Typhon. Well, first of all, I'm sure not rumors, I guess not. Would you announce that you are now engaged?
Oh, absolutely. He would like purposely, like in front of his mother and father, they are there, announce that he is engaged, like proudly. And he's shooting a look over to Imogen, like she knows this look. This is the look of do it now.
You guys, I feel like at a different, like a separate, like kind of like little tiny ball. There are many balls that happen on the marriage night. It's impossible to name all of them, but at one of these balls, you proudly show that you are engaged to be married. But people still think of you as like you're very judgmental, and it's very rare. It's kind of crazy that you found somebody who can take that and do something with it. But I think at that point, people start kind of like they know that you've made a good match, sort of, but they're keeping their distance a little bit. With the exception of Imogen, who might really love the drama, people are kind of like don't want to touch it with a hot 10-foot pole. To be honest.
No.
And the thing is, he's fine with that. If people are like suddenly like retracting,
He's like, thank God.
because it just gives him that moment of time to just be able to look at now his soon-to-be lovely wife.
Yeah, true.
Delightful.
I know. The only negative thing that might happen is that you might get less invitations to places, which is maybe harmful. Maybe you like that because you don't love big balls.
And you cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny it.
We move on to Roxanne, who has gotten the reputation tags of loose and ditzy, a terrible combination of things. The problem is that suitors don't like the combination of loose and ditzy, thinking that perhaps someone's maybe taken advantage of you before. Your reputation is being called upon. People gossip. People think, oh, she been with, I don't know, what is her virtue like? They're slut shaming you. Oh no.
Yes.
Which will inevitably get to your aunt's ears, and she will take courting measures to either correct that and then also maybe correct you. We get our Reginald Withers, who gets the negative title of drunk. Honestly, I don't know what happens to people. Like, I don't know. They're kind of just like. I think they also. Oh, I think this would be interesting if they took your negative reputation tag as drunk, and then also kind of like worry about you as an heir, and worry about, is this family going
Suddenly
to
your
fall into
position is
ruin?
at risk.
Are you even capable of taking, your family and taking care of your family's reputation and their money? I don't know. I don't know. And also, anyone you are making business deals with is going to start questioning your competency.
Mm.
Now that they know that you're drunk, which might be hard, which might be concerning for your family's money and like their income. And last but not least, Imogen, who gets the negative reputation tag as manipulative. Because people saw what happened to your sister and then saw you flitting about trying to make matches and things and thought, well, what is she covering up? And what are those sisters covering up? So, with that reputation and the reaction to society happening, we're going to move on to the rumors and scandal. How this is going to work is that each of our players has 2 turns, and they don't have to be congruent, but you can have to take 2 turns. That you can create or spread a rumor, and if someone has not spread a rumor, it will kind of like die away. People will be like, "Ah, that was old news, bitch."
Where were
have
you
to
when that meme was written?
Yeah, you have to purposefully spread a rumor for it to continue spreading around and continuing to give you people consequences. So, oh, and also the way it works, like, so for example, again, it doesn't have to be side back to back your turns. You might go, you might put out a rumor, somebody puts their rumor, and then you might go, actually, I would like to use my last turn to kind of spread that last rumor. That wasn't mine, but theirs. So yeah, that's how that works. Who would like to start?
Ooh, I'll start.
Oh.
I think that I would like to start a rumor about thinking. About Delphine Ravenhurst and Tobias Withers, and how they were seen promenading together and that they are on the fast track to engagement.
Didn't think he had it in him.
Okay. Perfect. Who else has a rumor they'd like to put forth? I have one. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Blackwell, go ahead.
Oh no, you first.
Oh, my rumor is that, wow, what's it called? Typhon and his soon to be betrothed, they having that engagement awfully fast. Are they pregnant? Are they an illegitimate child on the way? That's why it happened so fast?
I feel like
that's mine.
I feel like if he heard that rumor, he'll definitely be like, not dealing with that. Because he'll take people slandering him, not his wife though.
Oh, well, it was nice knowing the person who made that mistake.
That's fading. That is fading.
So if I could spend a turn to say like, oh no, kill that.
Yeah, we can kill that. We killed it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I didn't even finish writing it, so that's fine.
I feel like he probably got Roy involved with it. Like, so there's this rumor going around, and Roy's just like, I got it. Closes the book.
He writes a pamphlet.
He goes into the office. He's writing like fiercely, and next thing you know, a whole new rumor comes out about someone else who has 2 illegitimate kids.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, my one turn is done. Blackwell's turn was used. Who else has one?
I would like to use my second turn, but after you.
Go ahead. No, you can go first.
Are you sure?
You can go first.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, my second turn is actually has to do with a rumor about Roxanne. And I think that this plays into her loose tag, in the sense that the rumor is that she was rejected by both Typhon and Roy. in her last
Ooh.
last debut at the Rose Soiree, and that the reason they rejected her is because she simply wasn't good enough.
Creating
For them.
interest.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
I think Reginald would work to start a counter rumor that Imogen's gossip about Roxanne was made up because Roxanne was turning the eye of someone she wanted her sister to hook up with. And he would put all of his pressure on that.
Stand with it. We stand the husbands being like, "You're not going to talk about my wife."
He doesn't give a shit
Absolutely
about
not.
people thinking he's a drunk. He makes enough money off of interest. He's not too wide up a
Fine.
rough patch.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, bet y'all are turning against each other. Cool.
Damn,
All
it's
right.
like Odysseus is in the room or something.
Look, I could already be married to Roxanne if it wasn't for Imogen
For-
and her
for
rumors.
her aunt.
That's true.
Your nephew could have access to nobility, but so Imogen's manipulative. Okay, Imogen's gonna start a rumor that although there were rumors up to this point that Talia was an illegitimate heir, I'm going to use my manipulations to say, no, actually, she's legitimate and she's much higher up on the totem pole than the rest of y'all think, and they've been betrothed since they were kids. I'm actually going to use
I
my
love that.
second turn to boost that rumor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it.
I'll use my second turn to boost it again.
Fantastic.
Right,
Oh my
my bestie may have ended up with someone else, but I want him to be happy.
That's
Aw.
really sweet.
Yeah.
I think, and to use my second turn to like double down on that,
Mhm.
he's going to go to both Imogen and Roy and be like, "So I have this plan, right?" He pulls out this forged paperwork of like pretty much his parents putting everything into Typhon's name. It looks smooth like their handwriting. Typhon's been practicing this craft for years. And now it's just
Wow.
like, you know what? Screw it. My siblings ain't shit. My family ain't shit. And there's only one person I care about staying with for the rest of my life. Slaps that paper on the table and says, "What can y'all do with this? How fast can y'all make this fly?"
It was already flying.
Love it.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh,
I love
shit.
it so much. It's so great.
Does anybody else have any other turns left? I think
Nope,
I still
I
have a
used
turn.
mine.
I still have a
I
turn.
use both of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of mine are used.
I'm gonna use my turn to wait, I have one. Oh, it doesn't matter. I am going to use my turn. A couple is getting out of here unscathed, and it's gonna be Tobias and Talia. I'm gonna use my turn to boost that kind of like, oh, this is completely legit. I'm gonna have somebody like maybe a like kind of a notary person comes in and also like helps like spread the rumor that like, oh yeah, that looks perfectly fine. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah. Seems legit.
And how is your younger brother enjoying his position at his finishing school?
He's doing quite well, actually.
Yes, he is. I hope you'll remember who's paying his scholarship, darling.
Fantastic.
Well, how could I ever forget?
That's right.
Lady
Your
Raven.
Baroness loves you.
Thank you. With that, we are going to go to our room. We're going to our epistolary phase, which means every player gets to write 2 letters. And it can be from major characters or from connections. And after that, we'll do a brief scene of like how your characters react to that, and when you see each other again. And then we'll probably close out and like we'll do a thing. And it can come from like a minor character to a minor character, or a minor to a major, or major to major characters. Does that make sense?
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we actually writing them down, or are
No,
we?
no, 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 no. You
No.
can just tell. That'd be crazy. We need a lot more time for that.
Yeah, I type very slowly.
I just say like, oh, it would be a letter including this, this, and this. If you want to get poetic with it, go do what you need to do. But go ahead.
What kind of letter should I write?
I feel like Delphine would be writing a letter to Tobias, like, and it's very salacious writing.
Oh
It's
gosh,
very
she so would.
it's salacious.
So horny.
Tobias would turn bright red reading it, though.
Yeah.
It's like she's literally just saying, like, I heard that you're an artist. I can come by any point, anytime.
I mean, like one of
You
your
can hang
French
my
girls.
She'd be like, did you know I'm a quarter French?
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever tried
Tripping.
nude painting? Would you like to try it on me?
I'm the
Reginald
canvas,
does not
by the
see the
way.
letter. He sees Tobias read the letter, and he's worried that he might have to call a doctor because he's so red. It's like, this is
You're
Scarlet
so
Fever.
flush.
I saw it
Yeah.
on the continent.
It's like definitely in the letter she's mentioning, like, and don't worry your face, pretty boy. I'll take care of you.
She takes after me so well.
You can use one of your two letters to kind of reply, or just kind of leave that where it is. Vixie.
Ooh, wait, what am I to
Oh no,
letters to
oh no. I was just saying, if you wanted to use one of your letters to reply, or you can just
As
leave it where it is.
Tobias? Tobias?
As Tobias,
Ooh.
yeah.
Sure. I think that the way like Tobias replies, I think that Tobias asks Delphine out on like a proper outing, if you will, like to actually promenade, like the rumor said. Just to because the tone of the letter is like, can you buy me dinner first?
Again, times two of Tobias being like, I'm not a piece of meat.
Right, like his whole thing is like, I'm literally not a piece of meat. Like, please, like, I get it. You like to climb trees, but can you buy the tree dinner?
Again, she takes after me.
Right.
Delphine is
make
definitely
art. I
running up.
have talent.
Delphine's definitely running to with the letter to Imogen. It's just like, look at this. Look at pretty boy floundering at my feet. Aren't you proud of me, big sis?
Isn't it a gratifying feeling?
Now to find true love. I got this man eating out of the palm of my hands.
Just don't wait 15 years. You'll be fine.
No, I plan on having a harem.
Wow, Delphine's ambitious. Holy shit.
I would like to write a letter from Talia Somerset to Imogen Ravenhurst. And the letter reads, it's a very sweet letter, which is kind of funny for her vibes. Get a letter at your door that basically says, Imogen, the Ton is a very vicious place, full of exotic creatures like piranhas and lions. And I never expected to find a friend among these people. I never expected someone to be on my side who didn't have an ulterior motive for it. I never trusted anyone here. And I still don't. But I have found it a touching thing to have a true friend among the Ton. I don't care what people say. They may call you a cunt.
Oh no, strong language. Hold on. Let me get her.
Sorry.
We said no Cockney accents.
Content warning.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Just in case.
It's
I'm covering our faces right now. I don't want to get yelled at for saying the C word on Twitch.
the Australian one.
That's fair. Sorry.
Right, there you go.
I was like, what do they say? They may call you something. They may call you something else.
Redacted.
Redacted. They may call you a great many things. And at points I thought it was to be true, but it's not. I appreciate you as a friend and what you've done for me and my legitimacy. I don't know how else to repay you, except with another token of friendship. And that is her kind of letter. And she says, also, do you want to have tea?
Oh my
I've
god.
got nothing but tea.
Verbal or herbal, baby? Let's go.
Herbal or verbal?
That is my one letter. Anybody else have letters?
I do. I think that a letter arrives for Imogen as well.
Popular.
And it says, Dearest gentle Imogen, because I don't watch too much Bridgerton. And it says, if you wouldn't mind, I know that we are perhaps not the closest or the on the best of terms, but I have a confession, a rumor, if you will. I have fallen hopelessly in love with someone, and I've been in love with them for a long time. Yes, it's you. Yes, you're correct.
How could you not?
He's like in my face, like, it's me, isn't it? Yes,
It's the
baby.
cat.
God.
Where's the cat?
Anyway, so I'm hopelessly in love, and if you would be so kind as to use your matchmaking powers to ensure that we were together, I would be forever in your debt. Please, please help me. Please, she's and like you could tell, like, I'm trying to think of how she would say it, but it's not like written in the letter. It says, please help me please help me with my aunt, so that I may finally marry for love. Sincerely, Roxanne Devereaux.
That's so sweet. I love how it's like
If anyone can move her stone
pretty
cold heart.
please.
it's Imogen.
What?
I said if anyone can move her stone cold heart, it's Imogen.
Stone cold. Imogen's been engaged 6 times. She's not stone cold.
No, her aunt's stone cold heart.
That's an important
Yeah.
distinction. Now, is Roxanne the type of lady to perfume her letters? May I ask?
I think that she would for the right person, but I also think that she wears, like, it's a very light rose scented perfume that,
Mhm.
and because it's like on her, it just happens to permeate the things that she touches sometimes, and that might be something that's on the letter.
Imogen's like a bloodhound. You can't give her that.
But I want to. That's how it goes. Gotta get caught.
Oh, fuck.
You can take the bard out of D&D, but you can't take the bard out of me.
So I would like to say on the same day she gets that letter, Imogen gets one from Reginald.
Oh my
He's
god!
It was a saving service. Come on.
He's going to play off
Popular.
of the like impending relationship with his nephew and her sister, and he's going to, in that letter, he's going to ask her. He's going to say that he needs to make amends to someone, and would ask if she could see that a parcel gets delivered to Roxanne, specifically and only Roxanne. Because he knows if anyone can do it, it's her. And so the second letter would be in that package. And when Roxanne opens the package, the dance card is in there. And a little letter. The letter basically apologizes for putting her in a difficult position. But it would end up it would say nothing in this world would make me happier than if you were to be my wife. And I understand if that can't happen. And I also understand I have no right to ask you for anything more because you're already everything.
Okay, hold on. I need to have this moment right now. Like,
I remember really quickly because I have my first letter.
oh
yeah.
well,
Okay.
like
I have
we have letters. Everyone has letters.
Letters.
She has one too because I think we get 2, right?
Yeah, we
Two
got 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, so her second letter, I think that when she reads this, when she reads this letter from Reginald, there's like a little gasp because she's reading it in the privacy of her room. I don't think
Mhm.
her aunt would like go through her mail. She's not that
No. Right.
invasive necessarily, and I think that she like holds the letter close to her chest, um, and immediately goes to her desk with a quill and writes a response, but like takes it and runs out the door. Sans chaperone, sans anybody, um, go goes to their stables, uh, gets on a horse, and um,
Ah,
rides to the Withers estate. Um, and
The
like
runaway-
maybe like she's got her cape she's got a
Yeah.
cape on, like she's not improper about it or anything, but there's this dramatic moment of a caped rider arriving at the Withers estates, and when even like she's off the horse even before the stable boy can finish like leading the horse away, running towards the mansion and standing outside. And of course, this is romantic. So it's got to be dramatic. So
Yeah.
it starts raining. So she's in the rain
Actually,
with this letter, um, and she yells at the top of her lungs as she approaches the entrance. Lord Withers, I demand to have a word with you.
I think actually we're gonna like pause there for a second because we'll
That's
watch
fine.
what happens after that. We'll watch that as it happens.
Yes,
We have two more people who need letters, so please give me your
Absolutely.
letters. I mean the post office man.
I
can I
think
grab my first one and then you go,
Yeah.
Blackwell? Is that cool?
Mhm.
So,
Imogen made her fortune off of stamps.
let's go. Stamp collecting, baby.
I'm richer than God, anyways. Who cares? The first one. The first one. My dearest lady, Talia Montrevin, I have never needed anything more from you than your friendship. If you truly want my favor, if you wish to do some sort of act to, to think that you've earned my kindness, all I ask is that you take care of him like I was not able to. And perhaps have lots of cute little babies that I can be the auntie to, because I have more money than God needs. I have to spend them on someone other than my derelict sister.
Oh,
I wish both of you all the happiness that you have ever deserved.
beautiful.
I feel like as you're reading the letter, you're like there's like a pan of like they're happily ever after sort of happening as you're writing it. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Blackwell, your letter.
I think he sends a letter to Imogen, specifically because there's that rumor that's flying around about Typhon and Roy like rejecting Roxanne. And he's writing the letter that it basically says, you know who this is. You know what is going on. I'm here to ask a favor, little crow. How fast can you fly with this information? Silence the voices. Bring a new voice into the matter. Go crazy. Bring down feed into the problem as well.
Oh
Twitter
my
has some
God!
fun. P.S. Let's do brunch. It's been a while.
Let's do brunch.
I'm
My
gonna
people will
do.
call your people.
Yeah. My butlers will get your butlers.
I think, and it
My
was
mailman will see your mailman.
and I think my second letter
Yeah,
would be to Roxanne.
Mm.
I think he would send a letter of apology about
Oh.
the rumors that are surfacing
Aw.
around, like him and his best friend saying that you are a sweet woman. When I first met you, all I can see was someone with a lot of potential and light in their life. This town is riddled with people who are unfair and unjust. Shine brightly.
Oh. as with that beautiful letter, I'm going to use. Oh, sorry, Emily.
I have one more, if I may.
Yes.
To Her Grace, the Right Honourable Lady Dowager Duchess.
Ooh!
Oh my god.
Hey, folks, this is what's called manipulation.
Hey, let's go!
This is where Mama shines.
The bard is going to bard. Your Grace, I must congratulate you again on yet another soiree. As you know, the roses could never outshine your beauty and your grace, though they do try so desperately. I must thank you again for the use of your notary in that matter I had addressed. He made quite quick work of the papers I needed assistance with. However, I do feel the need to throw myself at your mercy yet again, for there is another small matter that I need assistance with. Perhaps you'll recall the issue of one Lady Devereux and a scandalous, terrible falsehood involving her virtue, of which, my lady, I'm sure your judgment will see the trueness of all of this. I would ask to visit your estate once more so that we may discuss this in person and take care of these terrible, terrible rumors, as I'm sure you'd not want such a terrible falsity following in your footsteps. I eagerly await the return, Your Grace.
Fantastic.
You just cancel. You're just in time to cancel out my letter, which was going to be from Duchess to Roxanne's aunt, being like, "Get your girl in order. Your house is falling apart.
Oh my god!
Stop her by any means necessary. Get her a good match, whether she likes it or not." But I think from Imogen, I think like if it's like you gotta squash these rumors, vouching for Roxanne, I don't think that letter would happen. So I'm not gonna do that. Roxanne, you saved.
Two choices: get her married or get her to convent.
It worked for my older sister.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have. I don't think I have any. I'm gonna have one letter, but it's gonna be like kind of a joke letter, which is gonna be from the Duchess Cassia to Tobias Withers, saying something like, "You are an artist. I need art. Go paint art for me." He's like, my other person, my artist who was a patron, he kind of died. So I kind of need a new one. And you are young, and also your paintings are not half bad. So
Damn shame
it is
about
It is of Delphine, so it's kind of hard to make someone who looks good bad.
damn shame about that tea that her last artist drank. Crazy how that
Oh
happened.
no! How could this have happened?
Dunno, that's crazy. Anyways,
God,
hey,
what a
y'all in the
Reginald's
market
going
for
over the finances and loving that
Yeah.
extra 300-400 pounds
Right.
a month that he's not
I'm
showing
pretty sure
out.
Tobias was like so excited to be like an official artist for somebody too. So
yeah. Mhm. But from here, we're gonna move on to our last phase, which is, again, we're cycling back to the cycle, which is the novel chapter. But this time our novel chapter is going to work a little differently. We have all these events that have started just from that garden, and then all these rumors that have spread out. Tell me, it doesn't have to be in linear order. It doesn't have to be maybe a week from now or even like a month from now. It can be like until the dawn, like till the sunrise. Tell me, if you have specific scenes. I think we do have specific scenes, but tell me, what does your character do with these rumors, and what does their life look like afterwards?
I think in the time before these letters come to absolve Roxanne of her virtue, that she knows people are gossiping about her. It's actually hard for her to go out in public because she feels eyes on her all the time. And her aunt has really doubled down on whether or not she's allowed alone, like with anyone, male, female, or
No
otherwise.
gardens, no
Yeah.
voices,
Right.
nothing.
No, nothing. And she has pretty much like anything that has to do with the Withers family is off limits. Like we don't talk about them, they don't exist. Like, as far as she's concerned, like, you need, like, all of her focus was on oh my God, on Typhon's family.
Mhm.
Up until he ghosted her. And T,
Why does this
and
keep
then that,
happening to me?
like, and then that became the source of the more antagonism. So her aunt's been antagonizing her, and she's basically been like on lockdown once that happened. And then once the rumor with Roy started, same thing. Like, she was simply never allowed out without a chaperone ever. Like, she hired a governess to literally follow her around in addition to her maid,
Mhm.
specifically so that she would never be without someone in her, like, watching her every move.
Mhm.
And I think that's what makes when she does get the letters for from Typhon and from Reginald, because I feel like she got them in the same day. Maybe she read Typhon's first and then read Reginald's, and that's what like spurred her to do this bold move. It was one of the few times that she was actually allowed to be alone,
Mhm.
and she like took full advantage of it. And that's why she's now standing outside of Lord Reginald's house, screaming at the top of her lungs,
Covered
demanding
in
to have
rain.
an audience
Covered in
with him.
rain. Covered in-
Covered in
Yeah,
rain. Yes, we
in the
forgot it's
rain.
raining. So it's raining. I like.
Actually, yeah.
So-
Like, what does that scene look like?
So I see Roxanne standing in front of the front door to the manor, like
Mhm.
saying, "Reginald, I need to speak to you," and he is actually not in there. He was out back breaking a new horse,
Mhm.
Oh
and he
gosh!
he comes around the corner, and he doesn't have a shirt on.
Oh no!
And his hair is all wet and kind of hanging in his face because it's not. It's not up because he's
That's
out
very
working.
romance novel of you. Thanks for that.
And he just lets go of the horse and it takes off running. And
Well, the
he
stable
closes
boy's
the
right
distance.
there, so the horse he can just
Yeah.
hand it off to the stable boy.
The stable boy runs after that horse.
Yeah.
He's flipping it.
Get
He's
the
trying
horse
to
if you
be
want
Steamboat.
to. If you want to eat this month, boy, you're getting that
Oh.
horse.
You so forget.
I have
Oh.
left the building. Oh my god.
And he just closes the distance with her, spins her around by her arm, and kisses her like full on.
Yeah,
Sure.
she kisses him back and says, and she says, with like after like when they come up for air,
Hey, yo.
she says yes, 1,000 times yes. And she's still holding this like crumpled letter that she'd written to him. I also wrote this for you. Not that it matters now. And she kind of like does this like silly laugh, like this is crazy. But
Yeah. Yeah, he's he's like what would he say? Because I don't want to read it. I want to hear you say it to me.
she like and I think like in the rain the rain is pouring around them because they haven't gone inside yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She yells at him and like into the rain as the rain pounds around them. I love you, Reginald Withers, and I would love to be your wife.
And you see Tobias at the door being like, "You guys want to come inside?"
Oh, absolutely. And Delphine kind of pops her head over like, oh, I like her. She is bold. Girl.
Tobias turns around and says, "I thought you were going at the back."
Oh no, like out the back. That's your business, honey. If you want to do it from the back.
Happy International Women's Day! Anyone who's watched Deadpool knows what I'm talking about.
Amen.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. for oh god, I love that. I'm gonna write fan fiction of all of you.
Yes.
Blackwell, do you have any Blackwell and Emily, do you guys have any scenes that you'd want to do kind of with the rest of all of these things?
You can go first. I'm thinking.
I think this is where I had to ask you, how would Thalia take the news of like being a legitimate heir? Also with Typhon running this smear campaign of, hey, my entire family's inheritance, yeah, that belongs to me.
I think she's fucking living. She's like, yeah, fuck. I think, I feel like there's a lot of people who treated her kind of badly. Not just like your family, but like people, like there's like rumors of her illegitimacy everywhere. And so like people would treat her badly or like refuse her tea or whatever and like wouldn't invite her on things. Now she's kind of like, I'm hosting a thing and you're not fucking invited. And she just kind of like I think she fits into the role of like running a house pretty well. So she's like planning brunches, she's like finding her own people among the Ton. And she's kind of like living her best life now. I think actually a little bit. Yeah.
I think while she's doing that, Typhon finds himself like running the finances part. Like she's more the figure, like the person in front. He's the person in the back, like, okay, move this here, move that there. Extra expenses. With those extra expenses, he gets like paintings made of Thalia of their wedding day. Some spicy paintings that he keeps like in their private quarters that he surprises her with every now and then, just like, look what I did.
That's
It is a very
Why do I feel
matter
like Tobias painted them?
Yeah, Tobias.
it's
Yeah,
very
that's
matter of
he's actually
factly.
very good at that.
It is very
Painting is
matter of
really good.
factly. Just like I did this thing. I think you'll like it. I think he goes off and starts trying to sew in like this legacy that yes, she was always here. When someone makes a comment about the way that she looks, he's the first one to write a rumor of her skin is the color of earth, the very ground that you walk on. You should worship her. You should appreciate her. You should be in reverence to her.
Yes.
Her hair is like fire. You should bathe in it if you are ever blessed. He is doing everything in his power to continue basically building this empire.
Fantastic.
I think you guys make a beautiful empire together. I think that she brings light to everything. Like she is your sun. She brings light and joy to everything. I think she also like starts getting like really into like leaving a legacy, not just her legacy, but also yours. Like building schools, building churches, adding entire wings of libraries from your name. That is also hers. And I think you guys build a beautiful legacy together. Damn, not me being really emotional. It's fine.
Do they have kids at any point? Is it like
I think they would have a lot of kids if you're depending on how you feel about it. I think they would have hella kids.
Oh, absolutely. It's like as soon as they get out of the toddler stage, boom, another one. Boom, another one. It's like,
I think it's like literally a Bridgerton like level of children. They have like 8 children.
Fantastic.
This house is loud and full of love. And I think that when your kids grow up, they remember that and they want that same kind of love that you guys have. They're just kind of like, yeah, my mom and my dad were super in love, and I'm not really gonna settle for anything less than that. And I think, yeah, oh my god, there's just like this beautiful legacy of like, yes, your children are so loud. They get your mother's loudness. They are here. They are present, and they don't let anybody make them feel any less than that.
I think they also get a little bit of Typhon's sense of stillness. There's times to fight. There's time to be like, okay, you're saying this crazy shit. But there's moments to just let someone dig their own grave.
Yes.
And I think it's helped them during like their times at balls, times of like, courting, where they just let people run their mouths and they're like, they've all picked up this habit too. That's probably because of
like
Delphine.
Delphine.
And they just watch them dig their own holes. And they each find somebody who's who fits them,
Hmm?
who
Yeah.
makes them say, "You're the one.
I love it.
I want to build a legacy with you. I want to build an empire with you."
They're the Bridgertons, anyways. They become the Bridgertons. I
Yeah.
also think Imogen is a godmother to quite a few of them.
Oh, absolutely. They're the reason why they're so dramatic is because of her.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's lovely.
Listen, when you're playing the Lady Danbury to the Queen, you
Yes.
get to have that extra, I think for whatever reason, probably because Imogen's nobility. Yeah, she's fucking got. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
She's
It's just the C word that I'm like worried about. I think the F word is fine. We're rated R.
Sorry.
No,
It's all good.
no.
Yeah,
I mean,
once C's out of the gate, F is fine.
no. Imogen's got connect. Imogen is the Lady Danbury to the Duchess. She's, able to bend the ear a little. Hey, these people, they've been doing some bullshit. Let's do something with them. Hey, this family over here, they're up and comers, but they're a good name for you. Let me help them out a little bit. It's chill. Imogen, she's been through men. Nothing worked out for her. She was a hoe. Let's be real. But she had the money and the status in her life that it was like, okay, we're just gonna look past it. You're fine. We can get through it. And then you hit like 32 and nobody says anything about your bad behavior. So she's happy with the life she's made. There might be one or few diary entries that she rips out and throws into a fire before anybody else can see them. But she sees all of the people that she's met at balls, she's subtle manipulation, and she sees them again in their new lives. She sees, the loose ditzy girl shacked up to the drunk, noble trying to make a name for himself. And it's like,
just drunk on her eye.
she sees love that got requited because both of them actually had the chance to meet up again, and she likes that. She sees her sister, bold and brash as she is, taking control of what she wants in her life, and she's finding someone that makes her happy in some strange way, who's also that strange, very quiet little artist boy, has got the ear of the Duchess. So hey, double crowns. She sees, the other half of her soul found the other half of his soul, and she's happy. Every now and then she stands off in the corner of the ballroom, kind of just watching, twirling a very cheap little ring around her finger and smiling. She's happy. She got to play her part in the story, and she gets to watch the story unfold for someone else.
I think just before I do want to ask what but before I want to ask what Roxanne and Reginald's home looks like after this, and we'll close on kind of that vibe. But before I go to that, Imogen, as you were like, every time has gone on, you've strung your little threads, and they've reaped their rewards. I feel like you do find companion in like Royarma, because like you guys run in the same circles, you're best friends with kind of the same people, and I feel like even however much Imogen would want to take that kind of relationship, at the very least companionship is there. He's witty, he is funny, he's intelligent as all hell, and he appreciates you for that. You are also intelligent and witty as all hell. And whatever, that doesn't have to turn into a romantic thing, but your life is, I like, quite literally, I think, very, very full, not just of like god daughters and godsons, but of just like life. It's very full of life. As we we're going to slide on to the last scene that I want to end on, which is Reginald and Roxanne. Tell me, what does your home look like?
Oh, geez.
I kind of like the and Vixie has final say on this, but I like the idea that after they got married, he made a deal with Typhon to look after his estates and his investments and whatnot, as for a cut, obviously. and he just takes Roxanne to the New World, and they see Canada and the frontier, and they go to California, and they just travel around together to catch up on all that time they missed.
I think that that's absolutely fine. I do think that like when she becomes Lady Withers, Roxanne cuts ties with her aunt and Katiana. Basically like says, you know, the Devonshires are dead to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
You're
keeping me
old
away
money
from
now.
from the person. I think
You are old money now.
the thing that upset her is that they tried to keep her from marrying the person she loved, which was Reginald.
Yeah.
And she didn't like that. So, and I think that like yeah, she's perfectly happy traveling the world with him. And kind of getting away from the Ton and the stifling aristocracy that is there. But I do think that she writes letters to Imogen. So it's almost like ye olde postcards. She'll get like a letter from whatever place they're visiting next. And like, I don't know if daguerreotypes were around yet. I think this is the era before it.
Like the
They are
1820s,
now.
Right, yeah,
Sketches?
daguerreotypes were the very early form of photography.
like first photographs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first photographs. So if anything, she'll get like a sketch or two of some of the places they visited, you know, in the New World and India and all of these wonderful
Yeah,
places.
Mexico, South America.
Yeah.
What is a Texas?
Oh my god.
Oh, do you see what is that?
Is that a sketch of a? Is that a
Here's-
sketch of a cowboy? What's
And
that?
here's
Good.
my question though. Do they end up having kids or do they just end up traveling the world? That's a good question to me.
Does Roxanne want children?
I think that at the end of the day, Roxanne would want like a child. She doesn't need 8.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
need typhon
No,
levels.
we don't need typhon levels of children.
There's a sweet spot in between none
Yeah.
and
Listen,
typhon.
rabbit. Rabbit. That's all I'm going to say. Rabbits.
No, I think
Yeah,
that
like-
you know,
Yeah, we have I'd say we have a child. Probably
Yeah.
have the child while we're traveling.
yeah,
Oh, that's so
like that. So the child ends up being very worldly because they just
Yeah.
travel with us.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think when they do come home, like maybe they're home for a few months out of the year, just to like check up on the estates and make sure that everything is being run. And I think that maybe they have the ball of the season now instead of the dowager. It's
Yeah,
like
I love it.
and it's known as like the Withers ball. And I think that because of where Roxanne comes from, she goes out of her way to make sure everyone feels included. And obviously, like Imogen, like she treats Imogen with a lot more respect than she did before. Because I do think that she feels Imogen helped her with her relationship with Reginald, and I think if and same with Typhon, like there's no hard feelings with Typhon at all. She definitely like he and his family are very well respected, and I think she maintains a close relationship with that family, or as close as you can be when you're traveling the world. But you can still see that she is very much in love with her husband as well, because like the way that she looks at him, the way that she's like she has achieved the goal of marrying for love, which is what she wanted. So
And I think with that, this image of the the first Withers ball, opening the marriage mart with Typhon and Talia and their many children, kind of making chaos and people having balls and like dancing. We're gonna close out this session, and we're going to. That was our Jane Austen novel. It was amazing. That was crazy. There's so many plot lines that we got done. There are so many couples. I think there were like 3 couples that just like distilled it into like.
I
one person.
still
That's
feel
crazy.
like what Charlie Day and Is Always Sunny, where I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my thing said I had to get 2 couples married, and I got rid of my nephew and I got my girl. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yay!
Let's go.
I was
I
supposed to
got my
escape my
niece. I got my
family.
sister married.
Yay!
I think we all
Yeah.
kind of completed our things.
Yes.
Delphine got herself married. Delphine said, "I choose that one."
That one's mine.
Tobias is over there like, huh?
Bringing that smoke show with the hand thigh action.
Hey!
Yeah, I was
This
like,
was
oh,
a
what's
romance
happening?
novel. Like, I don't know what anybody like. I feel like we were pretty clear. This was Bridgerton-esque. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, great job, everyone. Why don't we do as we close out? Tell everybody who you are and also where they can find you on your socials.
Yay!
Let's start with Emily. Go ahead.
Oh God, I'm get first.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Emily. I have been your Baroness Lady Imogen. Yes, I am this pretty in real life. If you happen to be in the doxing myself, Northeast Ohio area between July and August, you can come see me at the Great Lakes Medieval Fair, where I do in fact play Lady Imogen 7 weekends this year. Haha. Hey, I do Ren Fair content on my TikTok, RoyerDestroyer cosplay. I don't know. I'm also on Instagram. That's about it. I don't normally stream, but this has been a lot of freaking fun. We'll go over to Ronin because he's right next to me.
Oh,
Oh no,
I'm
so
never ready to go
disappointed.
first or second.
Womp
I'm Graphical Ronin. I'm an artist. I did the overlays for the stream tonight.
Oh, you did? What the heck?
Yes.
They're so good.
See, that's what I keep
Thank you.
saying.
You can usually find me Friday afternoons on Ruinous Paz D&D, where I've been a long-standing campaign there. We're taking tomorrow off because the DM is visiting their cousin in Bulgaria, which apparently is a real place.
First I heard of this.
Every other Monday on the same channel, Monday night, I have we call it Mun D&D, even though we don't play D&D, we play everything but D&D. We're finishing up a 4-part Orbital Blues next, and then we'll be moving on to Basin. It's sort of like volleyball, like each new thing we do, the next person GMs a different system, and we just keep rotating through.
That's amazing.
I will be right back here tomorrow night playing Orbital Blues, GM'd by Holly, who is in Mun D&D with me. So I think that's all I got. So I will popcorn it over to Blackwell.
All right. Hey, everyone. How y'all doing? My name is Blackwell, your everyman in the TTRPG D&D verse here on the interwebs. I'm just here to show you that, hey, I'm a regular dude, and that you can do this too. You can hop on a podcast with a bunch of cool people, play a game, and then, go to your 9 to 5 the next morning. Or if you're like me, you wake up and it's like, yes, the kaiju. You can find me on most social media websites under RazingDragon or Everyman. We're trying to rebrand. It's a process, but I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all doing well, and I'm going to toss it off to Vixie.
Hey, awesome. Hey, everybody. My name is VixieBelle, and I have been your friendly neighborhood player here at the Pocket Dragon table tonight. You'll usually find me here either playing, GMing, or producing. Tomorrow night, I will be in the back producing our wonderful game of Orbital Blues as we continue our spotlight on Femme GMs. Thank you so much, Tadhana Joy, for joining us tonight and running this game of Good Society for us. And tomorrow night, we will have the wonderful OMG Holly D GMing Orbital Blues, a space western. Am I making 3? And am I making a bunch of stuff for tomorrow? Yeah. What is sleep? Anyway, and Saturday we will have the wonderful Bridget Jones here from with Symphony Sonata, which is a horror improv game that I am super excited about. I can't wait to for these GMs to show off how amazing they are, and we are going to close out our FemGM month with an incredible Karen and Hallian inspired social media piece. If you want to see what that looks like and you want to keep up with me and the Pocket Dragon Pub, you can at Pocket Dragon Pub on all social media platforms except for the Hell site because we don't talk about the Hell site. And you can find me personally over at VixieBelle on most social media platforms as well, except for the Hell site. I'm most active on Blue Sky and Instagram right now, but that's about it. You may find me in other places as well. Yeah. And I think that's everything that I have going on. Wait, no, I lied. I have more crap.
You have more
I,
art, not more crap.
yeah, I have more, well, I have more stuff. There is one more thing I want to announce. I will be joining House of Dreams for their Wander Home game, A Season's Oath. I believe it is their season 2. I am actually, I can't wait to see what character I end up being able to play. But yeah, that is something to look forward to for the month of April. So
You gotta watch that game. It'll gut you sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, I've run Wander Home actually, and a lot of people forget it's a post-war setting. And I'm like, listen, as it is a cozy game, but it is a cozy game in a post-war setting. Let me introduce you to the concept of PTSD.
We've
Anyway.
all seen Watership
I'm
Down.
already familiar, but thank you.
Yeah, right. But anyway, so that's one of the things we're doing. And in May, we have more special events coming up. Please keep an eye on our social media so you can find out more about all of that at the Pocket Dragon Pub. I don't want to drag this on too long, so I'm going to throw it back to our wonderful GM for tonight. But yeah, spotlight on Graphical Ronin, who made these amazing overlays.
Oh my
I
God.
keep telling him, he keeps
They're
not believing
gorgeous.
me.
They're gorgeous.
Huge thank you to RoyerDestroyer for joining us at the 11th hour and putting in an amazing performance as one fellow running from another. Thank you so much for
It's like
stepping
the
up
spider
and
at this
coming in.
whole web that we wove.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's intense. It's intense.
Somehow we found like the linchpin for the entire game in 5 minutes. In the
It's
5
me,
minutes of
Hack,
panic when I was like,
me.
oh God, we need another player. And
That's
thank you so
fun.
much to RazingDragon who helped me find RoyerDestroyer at the 11th hour. And for joining us here at the Pocket Dragon Pub and for sitting at the table once again with me. So yeah, I'm gonna popcorn it back to you, Tadhana.
Hi, I have been Tadhana Joy, who played a myriad of people and also society. I am going to be found on TikTok and Instagram at Tadhana Joy, TADHANAJOY. I do a lot of content about writing and TTRPG and game writing, and also kind of character writing. So how to be a better writer and how to be also a better player and GM. So if you're interested in that, follow me on any social media that I might be on.
She's amazing. Go find her.
Yeah. But that was our Jane Austen novel, and that's going to be us. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.
Night. See you
Bye.
soon.